So, welcome back. How are we?
Hello.
Hope we're all doing well. Episode 95.
Hello.
Let's go. We're definitely prepared for this. We're a little bit late today. I do apologize, but we're here now finally.
We were talking about school.
Yeah, we were. I don't know why. But we were.
Because
Look,
we're
we
all
gotta
from
be
different
grounded.
places and everything is different, and it's interesting to see how different things are in different parts of the world.
We also got to be a little grounded before we go on our fantasy escapades. Otherwise,
True.
we just
We gotta remember
completely
what we're
disassociate
escaping.
from real life.
But
I want to
Yeah.
completely disassociate from real life.
Look, that makes
No,
sense.
we
That
got to
makes
remain
sense.
grounded. You can't just float away for forever.
I would love that. Can I please?
Try me. Okay,
No,
so last
please.
we left off.
Can I volunteer?
Yo, that's a first in a long
Oh,
time
that's
someone
different.
volunteering. AJ, sure.
Oh, that's not what I thought you were volunteering for. Never mind.
Yeah, I thought you were volunteering to disassociate into the
Yeah,
atmosphere.
same.
No. I heard the words last we left off and then the pause and I was just like, all right, I'm going to take this. So, last week, we started off, in Thiel. We were going to the docks to try and find a captain for, a captain and a ship so we could go on our voyage to, see the Firewalker now that we completed the trials. We went to the dockmaster, I think was the term, and they were very spaced out and kind of out of it. They were asleep when we got there, I'm pretty sure. And they pointed us in the direction of let me just a captain by the name of Captain Flint. Captain Tobias Flint, a big round boy, who is very, very fun. The ship name was the Mermaid's Song. We later found out that it was called the Mermaid's Song because it couldn't be called the Mermaid's Tits, I think. Something similar to that. Because it's got a beautiful artistic rendition of a mermaid on the
How could you
sails
forget about
and
the
the
tits?
front. I mean, it's kind of great. So we headed off towards the ship and found the first mate, Asher, who said, sure, I mean, if you can convince the captain, then you can come on the ship. We went to the Satyrs Serenade, I want to say, to find Captain Flint, where he was being a gourmand. I think that's how you pronounce the word. And enjoying himself very muchly. We discussed the business and got a sweet little discount on the cost of the ship by Donnie? Was it Donnie and Zeph trying the hell peppers? From the dwarf. Names are really good today. I apologize. Anyway, so we got a discount by getting the peppers for the captain. Discount of 20 gold. And we started to get ready to set sail. As we sat on the water watching the lanterns go out at the end of the big festival. It was beautiful. And then the lantern started talking and it got a little eerie, but still beautiful. The lanterns basically resonated with each name of the person who had given their life to the cause of the War of the Gods. And we started setting sail after we spoke to several of the crew members.
Name them all
Finnegan
in their intricate
Seabreeze.
backstory.
Finnegan Seabreeze, the ship's carpenter, who can read, very important because not many of them can. There was Thalos, who is the boatswain, almost said boatswain, yeah, it's
bosun.
pronounced bosun,
Thank
not
you.
boatswain. That's right.
No, the boatswain, yes.
Yes, the
Bot lane and
boatswain, right. He was missing a pinky because he once stole food off Captain Flint's plate, and Captain Flint said anyone who steals food loses a finger. Until you ain't got none to lose. Yeah, so he did it once and suffered for it. Then there was, I want to say, Talia, who was like the rope monkey sort of person. I don't know the
Rigging monkey,
rigging monkey. That's right. There was the surgeon whose name I cannot remember, but very particular and very clean, which is what you want in a ship's doctor. The chef, I feel like, had a name starting with C or like a K noise.
You're
Probably wrong. Kalen, nice. The navigator, who Merc went to find specifically, but I have forgotten everything about them, unfortunately.
They grilled you on your
Damn.
betrothal. They're from Britain.
They did. They were a super fan. That's right.
Their name also begins with
God,
B.
that was awkward. Blair? That's not
Bran.
That's not right. Bran. Yeah. I think that's everyone that we met that was named. I feel like that's right.
Does anyone have the
don't
name
think
of
we've
the
met
ship's
quartermaster
surgeon?
yet.
I like how Raph will
Zeph was the one
shoot
that
up and be
spoke.
like, I got it.
I think Zeph was the
got
one that spoke
this.
to them from memory.
Dr. Elias Rin?
Elias Rin.
That's right.
Elias Rin.
Elias Rin. Yep.
Elias Rin.
We should
Um,
add those to the NPC channel in the server.
Yes, we should.
That would be smart.
Three of them were on there, and then the rest I had to sort of just like improvise.
Honestly, you did better with the
Stupid
names
about.
than I thought you were gonna do. I did a lot of names last week.
Look, I put the important one down, okay? I put Asher,
yeah.
the first mate, who has a sleeveless leather jacket and tattoos.
Yeah.
That's the most
Yeah.
important one.
Yep, very
I
important.
put down the captain and the name of the ship.
Yes, that was also vitally important.
That is important.
We broke bread with the captain. We were invited to first dinner, which Donnie played a part in cooking. It was delicious and wonderful.
I believe Donnie was also cooking second dinner and dessert as well.
Yeah.
I mean, Donnie was cooking everything because Donnie is just the best.
Donnie.
Because
Um,
there was one of them's birthdays was recently, so Donnie cooked them
Yeah.
a red velvet cake.
Oh, what was the joke I made about the apron? Kiss the Tempest? Something like that?
Yeah, and I
don't
said
recall.
tempititties.
Yeah, that's right. And then after dinner, we all, I want to say, gathered in Hal and Zamani's room or something. Because we needed to talk about, like, what was coming up and what was happening. And it was brought up that I can no longer see invisible stuff because of the cloak being sacrificed. And it was also brought up, or the question was raised, hey, you know how, Merc, you know how the memoirs of Silalio are within our grasp? Why don't we do something about that, ... And Merc goes, I'm scared. But it was decided by Merc that she would speak to the captain the next day to inform him that she was going to contact an ascended god, hopefully, and hopefully not burn the ship down. Haha.
So,
Ta-da.
as we get through the first night coming to pass, you wake up the following morning, set sailed a little bit further. You have things to do. Don't let me be the one to stop you.
Sorry, just typing. So yeah, I'll wake up at a reasonable time, and probably go see the captain after breakfast because I don't really want him to be hangry.
Okay.
Are
you bringing anyone with you?
I'll find out how many.
She's wanting to go to this conversation.
If anyone offers to go, Merc
I'm
would
cooking.
appreciate the.
Do you announce
you
that
are
you're
cooking.
going? Like, is that something like, do we know, or or just like, oh, I'm off?
You all would know.
You
that
would
type
know
of
from the
morning.
night before.
Okay.
Yeah, the night before, Merc had said that she would go after breakfast and speak to the captain.
I assume you all have a common area where you're having breakfast. So.
Do anyone want to come with?
Cal will
or-
come along. Cal will come along and give Merc a hand.
Thanks.
If Merc needs it.
Yeah. No, just moral support. Yeah, I'll go. Can I see the captain or flag down Asher or someone?
You can see he's currently top deck at the wheel, kind of looking towards the horizon. Kind of idle chatter with the navigator. He doesn't always man the wheel, but there's at times when he enjoys it.
Mm-hmm. Captain Flint?
He leans on the banister, kind of looking down at you, and you just hear this, and you're like, "Oh no, is that it's gonna break?" And then it must be enforced with rebar or something because it holds true. And he goes, "Hey, what do you want?"
Permission to come up to. Permission
go
to
on.
come up to have a chat.
Yeah, don't fall."
Thank you.
All right. Yeah. Trot on up.
So, sleep well. Ship treating you
Yeah,
good?
I mean, the rocking of the ship is comfortable.
Our quarters are very nice. Thank you, Captain.
Well, nothing but the best
It's
for
better
my
than-
guests. Especially when you're paying so
Better-
well.
Of course. As I was about to say, it's better than what I imagine some other vessels would put us up with, so it's very much appreciated.
Yeah, well. Nail the beds down to the floor. Who knows? Was the rocking of the ship the sea or you? The ship.
How do you sorry, Mikhail?
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I just wanted to quickly inquire before we discuss anything else. How do you expect the next day or so of travel to be? Rough or potentially
No.
dangerous, or
We're all
No.
good here, really, until we get to the elemental waters. That's when it's going to get a bit, topsy-turvy.
right?
Here
right.
and there.
So that's a few days of calm. Well, actually, how long is it to reach the elemental?
A few
From
days
here.
of calm.
Right, a few days of calm.
Winds being
It's
good.
good.
I'd say, God, we're maybe 15 days out. Wind's good.
All right, excellent, perfect. That bodes well for us. Sorry, McKestiel, you're
does.
about to say something.
That's all right. Captain, what do you know of the Ascended Gods?
I know enough. Who's who, where's where.
All right, that's good. Hopefully tonight, or over the next couple of days, if it doesn't work tonight, I am going to try and contact Celelio.
All right. Probably want to do that during the day.
And why is that?
Well, she's a goddess of the sun, so sure, if the sun's not out, she's asleep. Jesus.
I mean, that's fair. I was kind of thinking perhaps she'd be less volatile at night.
Or perhaps if you're waking her up, maybe more volatile.
Yeah, true. True.
Sure, like, sun rotates around, then you got the moon.
Anyway, I figured I'd let you know because, goddess of the wildfire, or ascended goddess of the wildfire, on a boat.
She's gonna come on the boat.
Great for the boat. I don't
Hopefully not.
know. Hopefully
In fact,
not.
I would be surprised if she manifested onto the boat.
If she does, it's still a silver piece per mile.
Absolutely.
She may pay her due.
Yeah. Of course. I was just letting you know as you're the captain of the vessel.
Well, last I checked, anyway.
Yeah.
Unless there's been any sudden mutinies none of us have heard about.
You don't say mutiny on a boat. That's a
Right.
rookie mistake.
Bad omen.
Well, you know what? As he kind of just looks around, kind of takes in his ship and crew. I could take him.
Look, as soon as they
I
reach the
believe
galley and
that.
start to cause any damage there, I'm sure you could.
Look, I've already had my taste of one of them.
Very true.
So, don't burn my ship down. I prefer
I'm
it
going to
intact.
try my hardest not to.
Maybe do it
I
on the
would
top
prefer
deck.
it.
Don't do it in a room. Fire. Maybe do it in a room. Fire be easier to contain.
Do you have a room
What?
that would be better suited to this?
Didn't really think to bring one. We've got
No,
I mean,
just
cargo.
Asking if there is
Probably
a more
the guest
central room,
quarters,
but-
because then if they burn down, it's just us that get
Then you can
affected
just
by
sleep
it.
on the ground.
Precisely, and we're the ones affected by it. Makes sense.
Right.
Look, none of my lot will help anyway. This is your own thing. This isn't part of the deal.
No.
So,
Yes. Just making you aware, because, surprises on the sea aren't
look,
that
if things
good.
go topsy-turvy, well, hey, we'll slap her about a bit. You know.
Your voyagers. You'll be fine.
Exactly. She'd be pissing on the wrong deck.
All right. Well,
That's for the poop deck. Come on, it's a sailing joke. That's for the poop deck. Come on, it's
which anyway,
Thank you, Nate. I'm enjoying this. It's good someone is. It's good someone.
thank you for
For
thank
what?
you for listening to us.
I didn't absorb a thing you said.
Even
That's
better.
very fair.
But
That's fair.
thank you, Captain. And thank you
For
for
what?
your continued hospitality on this ship.
I mean, it's not
not
really
throwing us down into the
hospitality,
cargo hold and
I mean, you've said that a few times now. Do you want to be thrown in the cargo hold, or perhaps the brig, or something?
no.
Is this
I
like
would prefer not. Merc maybe, but
is this something you and
No.
like your adventuring party want to do? I could lock one of you up as a prisoner, and the rest of you could, have a clear moment down in the cellar. Is this like a nudge nudge elbow bump? We're looking to fuck in the quarters, like we just need the chains and bars.
No. No.
you have a very good imagination, Captain.
I mean,
But no.
reputation spreads.
Yeah.
Did he point at my cast when he said that?
He just kind of gestured at you all.
Yeah, that's valid. I mean, fair enough. All right. Smooth sailing. Merc will
Right,
just
well,
walk off.
He just kind of starts laughing to himself, just staring, just looking. And yeah, sun definitely rotates around the planet. Yeah, 100%, 100%. It's definitely not this captain's own stupidity.
Yeah. Look. What he lacks in intelligence, he makes up in everything else.
Look,
We are on the captain's ship.
Mm-hmm.
We believe the captain.
if he
to be
says the moon
knowledgeable.
is the backside of the
It
sun,
makes-
you gotta
Yeah.
agree with him.
It
We
makes
agree with
us
him.
feel better.
Yeah. We laugh at his jokes. We
You don't take his food.
we don't take his food. We just don't cause issues. We act like he's a great person. Everything's fantastic.
So
That's how we play it.
So I just brought something up in our little planning
Yeah.
chat that I feel like is important
Yeah.
to bring up for
That's
stream real
very
quick.
important.
So Zamani doesn't know about like the real purpose of the whole Celelio stuff, and she can't know about it. So how the fuck are you guys going to convince her that she can't be there?
What do you mean, you guys? It's like the three of them.
No, this
the
is
two
like,
of them.
The three
Callison
of
here
them.
goes to Zamani. So the captain offered this really fun thing if we have the prison cell down below. Can I go die? We'll be back in a minute.
Because she is 100% like, cool, this is our group. We do shit together. Or we're dealing with a scary god that could hurt one of us.
Yeah, no, but it's
That's a
we do
valid
it.
point.
We do it in character, like.
Yeah, I
Like,
just wanted to
there's-
bring up
yeah.
that out of character. You guys might want to start thinking about that.
No, don't worry. I already
As
have.
we
I've got nothing.
As we walk away-
I'm just a new guy. I'm
You
just a
don't
new
even
guy.
know what's going on in character, man.
Zeph,
I don't even know
I like it
what's
because-
going on as a player sometimes. Like,
Zeph,
DM, I
heard
agree.
Zeph heard the conversation, heard Samael's plan being suggested. I'm like, cool. I don't know who these people are or what's going on, but okay.
He's like, oh
Okay.
yeah, that's the fire lady, right? Yeah.
hmm
So
Cool,
as we're
cool,
walking
cool.
down the steps, after speaking to the captain, Merc sort of nudges Cal and just goes, "Shit, Zamani shouldn't be there for it, should she?
No, of course not.
Fuck. Do you want to tell her or?"
Yeah, sure. I mean, Celethio's currently fighting against the Lord of Decay, who Zamani is connected to, so it makes sense for her not to be there in case Celethio mistakes it as an act of the Lord of Decay, which would
Oh, yeah,
reflect badly on all of us.
Cal, you're so
Yes, I
smart.
don't know if they're still at work, considering that the phoenix that was supposed to be trapped is no longer trapped. Just gonna say, just for
Which-
a little bit.
Yeah.
But like, here's the thing: we don't know that. So like, Zamani's like, it's.
I know
it's-
I'm not there, but like that's an assumption.
Cal, you're
It
so
is.
smart. How do you come up with this shit?
You know what? I don't say that. I don't like being told I'm smart like that. That's kind of
But you
strange.
are.
I know, but I'm not used to hearing it like that. So, thank you, but that's strange. Hearing compliments instead of people saying "good job" but "fuck you" is a little odd. But thank you, Mick.
I wouldn't say fuck you to you if you come up with something smart.
True.
That's not wise.
Donnie and Zamani usually come up with something much more than that. That's right.
Exactly.
Yeah, when you want.
Do I look like
every
either of
person-
them? I mean, I guess the horns, but you
I
know.
mean, the horns and not quite, but there are some at least. I'm joking,
they don't
of
have
course,
hooves.
but Thank you, Mecha Steel.
All right. Well, I will go and make sure I've got everything prepared for it. Good luck.
Thank you.
And Merc toddles off, starting to look for like incense and candles and shit like that in her bag.
Well, Marquesia's looking for the stuff that will be the better part of the ritual. Kelsinder, what are you doing? How are you going to Zamani? How are you going to address it?
Depends where Zamani is, because Zamani
Where is Zamani?
was also told. Yeah, what is Zamani doing?
Well,
Is it-
considering that my job, I was told that I need to kill the rats. I'm probably just hanging out with the cats, and then if one of them like picks up, I'm just like, oh. And then I'm just sitting on the deck
you
with
see
like
Zam-
3 cats.
Now, Zamani's sitting down in the cargo
Just-
hold, just sitting on the barrel, swinging her legs, just waiting.
just cross-legged like this, and then just once in a while it goes.
Yeah, basically, just Eldritch Blast.
Yeah,
I'm just petting the cats.
doesn't even bother
Don't
firing
hit-
an arrow.
Don't hit a
Just
cat
like-
by accident.
It's not how that works.
No, you know what
There's
the
just
best
blood-
pest
there's
control
just
in
blood
D&D
in
canonically
everywhere.
is walk around a building and do spirit guardians and just have the pests and vermin be your enemies, and then just they start their turn and just get eviscerated.
Yeah, it's a beautiful.
Yes,
Which I
destroy
will
the
never
entire
have
Spirit Gardens
ecosystem.
now.
No, you're not getting it. Nate. I will give you lucky before I give you spirit guardians.
That's some bullshit, and you know it.
You already got lucky.
I would
so.
trade. I would trade Lucky for Spirit Guardian.
Oh, oh,
See, I know you would, because I know the bullshit that spirit guardians can do.
So what you're
I
saying is
don't.
that you would trust spirit guardians with somebody who doesn't min max.
yeah, and you want spirit guardians?
Sure, I'll take it.
If the mech head is offering to trade Lucky for Spirit Guardians,
Yeah,
please
I'm
say
not
no.
doing
Spirit Guardians to Queenie. Give
There's
Queenie
something
the
there that
Spirit
you don't
Guardians.
understand if you're gonna allow it.
So, Cal, you find somebody idly just like surrounded by like 4 cats that have just taken up residence in her lap.
Yep.
Zamani, do you mind if I have a quick word to just, distract you from your intense duties here?
Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm terribly busy.
Of course, I can see. We'll have demanding, rats to hunt down.
Oh no, I meant these fuckers. The rats are easy.
Do they have any names? These cats here? Or?
I don't know. I mean, I assume they already have names. I'm not going to be presumptuous enough to rename them just because we're going to be here for 2 days.
Fair. I wasn't sure if one of the crew members had taken the time to tell you them, but
No. Although they do seem to like me for some reason. It's kind of odd.
Cal will sort of like kneel down and try to scratch a cat.
Please tell me
One
it
of the
hisses
scritches.
at him. Please
Animal
tell me.
handling. Animal handling, go.
Yeah, they have a smell to Cassandra, and there's like almost like this like just drawn to Cassandra. They kind of start like rotating towards Cal.
Aw.
Heh.
Yes, I did want to have a word. You know how Mercestiel plans to contact Slelio later?
Yes, from Semiel's plan.
Yes. We thought it was best if you weren't there.
What do you mean we?
Mercestiel and I.
So you guys decided to go around and plot and scheme about the thing in private, and then you deliver the message to me instead of like
No.
talking like a group?
Would you prefer we discuss this all as a group?
Well, I mean, it seems like you already did.
Well, Zeph doesn't really have much of an understanding of what exactly is going on with this whole plan.
Exactly. Shouldn't we all
Donnie's
be on the
slaving
same page?
away in the kitchen day and night to prepare these meals.
Which is something that he's volunteered to do, and he can step away from it at any
Right.
time because we're talking to an insane god, which is more important than dinner.
Of course. Of course. But I wanted to speak to you first about it, before anything else. If you don't want to do that and we can speak as a group first, that is alright, but I thought that perhaps the two of us could speak about it first.
I guess it just seems like to me like you already did.
Well, we asked the captain for permission this morning and discussed it, and I thought it was pertinent to bring it up, but
Why shouldn't it be there?
because you are connected to the Lord of Decay, whom Slelio is fighting a war against.
Who Celilio probably was fighting a war against.
We have no idea.
We don't, exactly. But the Phoenix is the whole
Precisely.
reason for the war is now on the surface, and with Kiana.
And we don't know anything about that.
No.
Precisely, and it's not exactly a risk that I personally want to take here on the boat.
I mean, worst case scenario, we splash some water on a fire. And she doesn't get to be gone insane again, right?
Worst
And we
case
have magic for
scenario,
that.
if she
They're
sees it
druids.
as an attack by the Lord of Decay, it would be more than just a small fire.
How would me just being there be an attack? That doesn't really make sense.
She's mad.
Yes, and even someone who's, I mean, if anything, probably the summoning is going to be seen as more of an attack than me sitting in the corner.
I mean, that's the thing, but potentially. I just see it as a risk.
Fine, if you think that's best, then. I just feel like that we work best as a team. And if anything is going to go wrong, wouldn't it make more sense that we're together in the same place?
Perhaps. But I'm trying to diminish the chances of things going wrong as much as I can.
Got it. Be safe.
Thank you.
Vinny.
Cowl. Cal will get up and leave.
This is oddly reminiscent of Kiana saying I'm fine to Merkel Steel.
Yeah.
I mean, I need to be like, I understand out of character that it's
Yeah.
important for her not to be there. In character,
Yeah.
though, she feels like she's just getting pushed away from her friends.
You heard it
It's-
here.
For
first.
reasons
that
Lonnie
doesn't
was
seem
just
worth it
told
to
she's
her.
a liability.
Yeah, it's like, cool. Thanks, husband. I appreciate you very much for telling me
And-
that I'm a liability.
If everything goes well, it will be able to be explained very shortly. So
Yeah. That's what I'm hoping.
So,
We
as
can fix
you-
this bridge.
aren't we all?
Are you
Aren't
going
we
to
all?
find Donnie, or are you just going straight to Merkel Steel, just the two of you?
Depends what Donnie is up to. I mean,
Donnie is in the
right,
kitchen.
sorry, not what Donnie, what Merc's currently doing.
She's gathering the incense and stuff
She's just gathering.
for the communion.
Right. In that case, grab Donnie first.
Oh, Calacidia, can
Donnie?
you stir that pot just very slowly?
Right,
Quickly.
okay.
Get a spoon. Go. Work.
Right, I'm just letting you know that we are about to do the whole Celelio plan shortly.
Yes,
Is there
no,
anyone
I've
that
got
can-
I've got the kitchen to myself, right?
No, you've got Caleb.
Kaylin, can I have the room?
Sure, Calicinda, could you also stir that pot and just flip that in about 2 minutes? And he leaves.
Mage hand,
expected Caitlin to be
Mage
like-
hand, yeah, Mage hand to the other side, starts stirring the pot on the other side of the room.
I expected Kaylin to be like, bitch, this is my kitchen. Get the fuck out.
No, this is Captain Flint's ship. We're all just living in it.
Yeah, true.
You gotta take a smoke break, bro.
Yeah.
Mhm.
There's a milk crate outside. Fill your boots.
God love the milk crate.
Oh, that one can come off. Calacidia, about
Alright.
this.
Yes.
And I'll pull out the key off the chain. Are we giving the key to Celelio?
To go back to Samuel's plan, I can't remember with the key. Were we going to give the key?
It would
doesn't know about
probably
the
be a really good idea, both so that you guys can pull Zeph into this, and for the audience, if you guys like get together and then explain what's going on and then decide.
Let's go round up Zeph. All right, Donnie, perhaps we,
We
should
need another
find
hand
Zeph
for
to
these pads.
discuss.
To be fair,
Need
it's
it.
Yes.
it's been months since we've talked about
Yeah.
this. Really,
Yeah.
It has.
Yeah.
Send a message to Zeph. Oh, Zeph, can you come to the kitchen, please?
Do you know how to tie a clove hitch?
No, come to the kitchen.
I need to tie this clove hitch.
Alright, I need more incense. Where's more incense? Fucking trot. You just hear clomp, clomp, clomp throughout the entire ship.
Somewhere up high in the rigging, it's just like, has anybody seen Talia? I need to tie this clove hitch. I need it in the kitchen.
God,
Zeph
we're
eventually
getting-
does make their way down, not tie the clove hitch. Something. You know, like, it looks like somebody tied their shoes.
Yep.
It's a little bar.
Somewhere in the rigging.
Talia
but
will
did
get
you
it, don't
double
worry.
knot it?
It's double knotted, yeah.
Okay, well, as long as it's
Yeah.
double knotted.
But it's got the loops.
But it looks so cute up there.
So, in the kitchen now we have a cooking up a storm, Donovan, and his two kitchen hands.
Yep.
Calacidia,
All right, so we're starting this pot. Zeph, all right, Zeph, excellent time. Can you get over there
Thank-
to that one there? I
thank
was
you,
meant to be
Tempest.
looking after that, but
Uh,
We're talking and working. Right. So,
Right.
Calacidia, somebody else plan for whatever is happening in Osiris. Cliff notes, go.
yes.
Wait, quick, Zeph,
Very
turn the
nice.
butter as well. It's quick.
We are
Thank
clever.
you.
All right, so long story short, Samael's plan was to dial it back a little bit. Samael has in his possession the Codex Solaris, the memoirs written by Celelio's father, which are said to have been the reason why she was driven insane in the first place, because they were taken away from her. They are in Samael's possession, and he was offering to return them to Celelio, and in response, Celelio would use the access that we have to gain access to the room, the area on Osiris that houses the contracts of, well, I think everyone, or at least a large portion of people who hold contracts with certain devils on Osiris, and to basically steal Zamani's back. I'm sure she would also do a lot more than that if she had that access, but that is what we would get out of it.
A couple of things that have been glossed over. This is the key to that room. It's around my neck. We get to stop a god going insane. We get to freeze the money of a contract, and I think as a fringe benefits, we get to get Samael some goodwill with the rest of the Ascended. So it's a win-win-win.
Yes.
I was really liking the sailing journey.
Oh no, we're not going anywhere. We get to get other people to do our work for us for a change.
Precisely.
This statement still stands.
What are you worried about?
Oh no, there's nothing to worry about. It's like when you decide to go on vacation, but then you bring work with you. It's the exact same thing. I thought we were sailing.
We are also sailing. But this is an opportunity to do something nice for our friend.
No, this is very important. I do agree. So when does that initiate?
In about an hour, as soon as those eggs are done.
Oh, I see.
But basically, I wanted to talk to you about it because you and I have been away from a lot of the interfighting and intermingling of the gods, and their strange obsession with the rest of the kingfishers. You have a unique and outside perspective on some of the grand designs that seem to fall into our lap. I'd like you to pick it apart.
Where generally it's very difficult to really understand anybody's perspective here, because, as you said, they've been in contact with more higher beings and deities than potentially many individuals will experience in their entire lives.
Yeah.
In a span of a couple of years. There has been more soul fragmenting and retrieval in the last week. On top of that, we are on a journey to potentially. The rest of the room is empty.
Same visibility.
Nothing. Wait.
We're good.
Nothing.
We're good.
To potentially save the ends of the world, and many like it. So if this will improve our chances, then we should go ahead and do it.
Right.
Calicindia, if that's good enough for me,
It is.
I'll take the key off the chain and I'll give it to Calicindia.
It is important, and she isn't too happy at this, but I have told Zamani for her not to be there as she cannot know.
You want me to talk to her? I imagine that went well.
It did not,
No.
but perhaps afterwards, if you want to, Donovan, that would be perhaps nice, but
What about during?
what do you mean?
Samani shouldn't be alone. That's even more suspicious.
perhaps, but she did raise a good point. It is a dangerous thing, though, to be out doing.
Yeah. I'll keep an ear out. If anything goes to shit, I'll come in with the sword.
Stay nearby.
Understood. I'll give the key to Zeph.
Do you have
When you
Gortha
think
with
the
you,
time-
Donovan?
Yeah. Always.
You feel like kind of an actual, and Cal and Zeph can actually see this as like almost like two hands come up from behind Donovan's shoulders onto him, and a face comes through the ether next to yours, Donovan. And you can see Gortha for the first time, like this shadowy, like skin pulled back, blackened, like Cheshire Cat
Let's
smile.
go.
Can I fucking help you?
That is a rude
Oh.
way. I was about to offer help. You know what? Fuck me. And he just pushes
Go
back
for it.
into the ether.
Jesus
I'll
Christ,
grab the sword and respond to him. You scared the shit out of me, and I'm a little bit busy. Sorry, that was rude. Would you mind joining us?
Roll me a persuasion check. You hurt his
that's
feelings.
great.
You hurt his-
I'm awesome at
Aw.
persuasion checks.
Gorthy has feelings.
Don't say
Aw.
that.
I am awesome at persuasion checks. 27.
27. Okay, you feel the hands on your shoulder again. The face kind of pulls through, and you hear the in your ear as he comes through. He goes, "I was just
Sorry, buddy. I know.
It's all right.
I'm sorry.
You're frustrated. It's all right."
Yes, this fucking egg won't settle.
You see, he reaches a finger down into the pan, and he touches it, and just everything goes black and ichor. Oh,
Oh,
Yeah.
for sake, new pan.
well, I was going to make a quick offer. You need to be in two places at once. I don't want to let you think I'm befriending you, but leave me in the room where the summoning will be, and should the proverbial shit hit the roof, I'll snap you right back to me.
Square deal. I'm going to put you on Zeph now.
No. I like the tall one. As the hands kind of reach out to Callus into your shoulders, like they get like unnaturally long, and he kind of just
Really?
pushes a hand down your chest and goes, "Oh, a Star Elven. I've not seen
He's
a
a-
Star
he's a
Elf
bit
in a
weak, though.
very long time."
We can hear this just reference.
Yeah.
Like you said, we can.
No, the face is
Oh,
out of
did
the
he just-
ether. You can see the face. You can see the skin top back.
I will
Did he
just
just
put Callus India.
He just put Donnie in the not friend zone.
A pleasure.
Oh.
Gotham? Yes.
Hand the sword
Makes
over.
it.
Yeah, you see, and like he's almost like this. Like you see now that he's off Donovan's back. This thing is like this curved spine has come out of the hilt, and he's like up, holding himself up on the cross guard of the sword, and then he like wraps his arms around Callus, and you see he kind of like falls back down into the sword and disappears into the ether.
That's. Is it always like that for you, Donovan?
More or less.
Right. Strange.
The things I do for you, Callus India.
Alright. We all ready then?
Sure. I'll go get to it. We're pretty much done here. I'll go tell
Right.
Kellen to start wrapping all this up. And I'm going to go and intrude myself on Zamani for something. I'll figure it out on the way.
Alright, Zeph, let's go.
I will
Okay.
head towards Zamani's, and on the way, I'm going to take out my boot knife and put a superficial cut, mostly down my offhand.
Zeph has to return back to Merc's room, Merc's room, because Zeph isn't sleeping in there, to grab all their gear and supplies and be ready to go.
You see Mercassia's like rooting through her bag. Everything's just like torn out because she can't remember where she put the fucking incense because it's been months since she was a cleric.
She's just grabbing
How to
random
do
bits
this
of
cleric
wood and
shit again?
sniffing it and just like, or like random bags and stuff, and just being like, "No, that's not incense. Silver powder.
No, it's just straight coke. It's just like,
I'm
I
sorry.
can't find my incense.
You're snorting things from your bag that also contains powdered silver.
No, she's
Her
smelling
skin's
the
already blue.
bag.
Like, what else is gonna happen? Her
Nothing's.
skin's already
We never said that Merc was
God.
sober at any stage of this adventure. Okay.
We never
It
said Merc's
explains
ever
too
been anything
much.
but not sober.
Oh no.
So,
Eventually, Zeph comes back with all the stuff.
Yeah, we
So
all
nice.
gather on the foredeck, mid deck. What would be best?
you're doing this in the guest quarters, so
We're doing the
start.
guest quarters.
Oh yeah, guest quarters. That's right. Guest.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool. Sweet. Yeah, you guys enter the room and see Merc has laid out, using some ashes. She's made a big circle in the shape of a sun, like the sort of cartoony, like with the points as the rays, around a single candle in the center that has incense burning around it.
All right.
All right. Donnie coming with, or
He'll be here if. Well,
You see
If things
hands
get
kind of
dire.
extend off of Calisander's shoulders and like grab the wall and pull the sword off his own back. You see Gorthail's like kind of the back of his head is like as he's pulling himself to the wall, and then like there's like the as the sword like he literally gives it a quick like and turns himself to face the ritual,
that is
and then he pulls
beautifully
himself up and
disturbing.
he like with the very like kind of like this undulating form where he's kind of like sitting on the crossguard with like the hands still keeping him like propelled up, and he goes, "I'm just here to watch, don't worry. Just here to watch."
don't mind him.
Okay.
Don't mind him.
Right. Okay. Merc just slightly positions the ritual so because she was going to be like kneeling dead eye with him, and she's just repositions it so she's not dead into his face.
He just starts pulling himself along the wall to get like back to eye contact.
All right. Yeah, and she'll kneel in the center of the circle and reach forward and light the candle. Deep breath of the incense to calm herself, and we'll attempt to reach out to Solalia.
Also, AJ, you're a little quiet. I don't know why. Is that just me, or is that for
Okie
everybody?
dokie.
I think maybe
Okay.
just you.
Just me. Okay, I'll turn AJ up on my side. AJ's on 200% on
Cool.
my side.
Ah!
That's okay. So you reach out to
Is this
Solalia.
good?
What do you say when you start praying? How do you make this contact? As the fire takes, the candles lit, the incense burns.
Solalia, ascended goddess of the wildfire. I wish to speak with you. We both have something that we can do for each other. Please hear my prayer.
The flame kind of burns bright. There's a crackle. You hear a voice kind of formless from the flames. Already? Come back to me so soon?
I have access to the codex.
Zamani, you're not there, but you've been the one preaching of the dangers. You want to roll me a D100?
What do you mean preaching of the dangers? I would like a rephrasal of that, please.
What phrasing would you like?
That- I don't know, one that makes me not sound like a naggy bitch.
I mean,
You have been cautious.
Zamani. Nah.
Wow. I don't know where my dice are.
You mean you?
They're there.
How do you not have your dice? That's amazing.
Because I'm a fool and I've been busy. You said a D100?
D100.
Yeah, I did. What is 0, 0 again? That's just zero.
All zeros? As in 0, 0, 0.
No shot, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
You fucking
no.
would?
Oh,
Is that 100?
That's a
100?
hundo.
Jen?
That's either really good or really fucking bad.
Jen, I'm either gonna thank you or I'm gonna freak the fuck out, Jen.
As the fire
Maybe.
spreads,
Technically,
As
right
the-
now I'm still on my own because Donnie hasn't come to me yet.
everyone on the ship feels this intense heat. Zamani Donovan in this deck below, you feel like this, like a wave of heat has just hit the ship. As one arm grabs onto the embers of the incense and pulls them apart and then pulls herself up through. This obsidian form, the cracked skin, the glowing embers for eyes. Again, but slower.
Hello, Celelio.
It's not what I asked. You have them?
I have access to the memoirs.
Interesting. Very interesting. Get them for me.
Should we talk business first? A deal, if you will.
With a traitor. I thought this was you trying to redeem yourself. What do you want?
Merkel, look around the room. We would like you and the army that you command to go into Osiris to enter the room where all the contracts are kept and steal the contract for Zamani's soul and give it to us. Once that is done, I shall give you the codex.
I think for such a long time I thought you were going to be one to help me. Such a long time. And now you make demands for a deal. For something that is rightfully mine. How do I know you have it? What proof do you give me?
I swear upon Kiana's life that I have
That's no
access.
longer yours to swear upon. That's hilarious. That's brilliant. She's not yours. She's not yours at all.
Then
No.
what?
Proof. Prove you have the codex. Prove it to me. Some way. I don't know. Page something. Something. Kiana's life. Yes. It wasn't you who brought her back into the material realm, was it? No. No, it wasn't. No. Poor little McKestiel made the wrong choice, lost her beloved. That I brought back,
Merc
and
will
now she's
look-
back. By my hand.
Merc will look to Cal. Can proof be arranged?
We may be able to arrange for proof. We do not have it in our hands present. We do not have any pages or
Obviously, I'd kill you if you did. I'd just take it.
precisely.
I know you're too smart for that.
I'm sure we could arrange for something. Slowly.
Zamani Soul, the contract room. How do I get in? I have an army, yes, I have. And she rests her eyes on Mercestial. Loyal followers who will fight for me. And then back to Calcinder. How do I get
We have a
in?
means.
That is on...
We have a means.
What means?
Access that shall be discussed if this is a deal that
No.
we will agree upon.
Tell me now. I need to know what I'm signing up for. I need to know. You want me to break in to... I'm at war with one region, not all of them. Yes, I back the Lord of Decay here and there, but not all of them, and this is a different one. I know where that contract room is. I've signed my own.
I am. Forgive me for stating this. You mentioned the war just then, but you seem to be coming out quite well on that if you have reclaimed your phoenix.
I'm doing all right for myself, yes.
You
I
have
have
the phoenix
forces.
at the very least.
I have what I need, and I have my phoenix, but there's plenty more to get. Anyway, why not?
We have a key.
You have a key. The key or a key?
The key.
Show it to me.
From a distance, behind them, Zeph holds up the key.
The eye is just like, although there seems as they're like just glowing embers, just like the head tilts ever so slightly to Zeph. Okay, you have a key. I believe you anyway. Can't say I much trust you or traitors missed and all. My father's memoirs mean a great deal to me. They have power. They would help me quite a bit. But you think just the one, that's it, the contract for Zamani Soul.
That is all we are asking for.
Yes, no. Zamani Soul, that is a... Could certainly do something about that for you.
We want it returned to us in one piece, untampered with, nothing done to it.
Tell me, how is a group of mortals going to destroy this contract?
We have more than mortals working on us, as you probably expect.
I don't doubt it.
Then precisely it won't be a group of mortals doing it.
Here I am trying to be nice and offer to burn it for you, and all you see is suspicion.
I mean, to be fair, you were suspicious of us as well. I think that is only fair in this arrangement.
I have just reason. I am the
As
wrong
do we.
party here.
I have not had much contact with you personally, Celerio. Mercestial has, but I have not. My previous contact with you was when you sent a burning avatar into my home,
To claim
seeking
my
to murder
property.
us. Murdering my people. As you can understand,
Collateral.
we
You've not
are
gone to war
starting
before?
off. We have. But not against you.
Not against me. Wise little elves.
The point is, we have, you and I, at the very least, have a reason not to start off on the same footing that you and Mercestial are currently on.
Well, I apologize if I killed any of your people. It wasn't my intention. What were their names?
Thank you.
I would like to know. If they died by my fire, they'll be brought back in glory.
We managed to save them all, thankfully.
Well,
Get there in time.
no harm, no foul.
No. No. It was quite the occasion. I will add.
Good practice for you, fighting gods and all. The seraph is nothing.
Of course. Well, at that stage of our journey, it was...
for most of you. Most of you, anyway. I can
Cal just,
say this, but you
glances over at
can't.
Castiel.
If you show me my father's pages, I promise on Kiana that this can be done. It's a fair deal. I can promise on more than Kiana if you'd like, Castiel. Would you like me to promise on your mother? Perhaps Harden? Any other names you'd like to spit out that you hold nothing to anymore? Or do you just want to sit there and sulk?
Not sulking. Not at all. There's no need to sulk. We've given you our terms. This is simply business.
Wouldn't go that cold. I don't run that cold. We're still connected somewhat, you and I. If by a small means. I'll give your best to Kiana when I speak to her next.
Thank you.
How shall we deliver this proof to you? What is the means that we can transmit this knowledge?
Burn it to me. In a ritual, not to Xerxes, not that same little way you burn a piece.
Right.
Castiel knows the
Mic-
ways.
That she does? Perfect. We'll arrange for that to happen. Promptly as well, if we can.
When do you need her soul by? What timeline do I have on this siege of Osiris?
Brief
Aside.
question. Was there like a rough time frame that we discussed, or was it just like as soon as possible, like whenever it can happen type of thing?
As far as I know, ASAP. but
Yeah, because as far as I remember from the plans, I was like, when it can happen, because we don't know what's going to happen in the future. But
Yeah, my head is a sieve full of rocks. I've got nothing.
whenever, well, within a relatively short time frame would be perfect, but long enough for you to orchestrate something brilliant enough.
I'll get it done quick. I would expect a strike like this. There will be
I doubt
pyro
it.
plenty on Quentas soon enough to fund this, I hope you know. But lives for lives. It's all fine.
Well, in that case, I guess our business here is concluded. Thank you for at least the beginnings of this proposal. And best of luck in your war.
Thank you. It's always nice, pleasant talking to someone reasonable. You should get people to do your talking for you more often, Castiel. They do it better than you. And she...
Merc sits there for long enough for everyone else to get concerned.
Are you alive, Macastian?
Are you alive?
Zev just holding the key like, did I do a good job?
Well done, Zeph.
You did great. You all
Just
did
Zev,
great.
Zev, you seek
Thank
worth
you.
out.
Right.
How's
if
he
you don't
holding
mind me
himself
just
up?
He's like sitting
One
on the
moment.
hilt. It's like up against the wall.
Okay.
one moment, then, if you don't mind.
Of course.
Calisindi will open his book, flip across to Samael's page.
Merch
Samael,
starts to disrupt the ritual.
we've made contact with Celelio, and the plan is, well, at least the basis of it is progressing well. However, she has demanded proof that her father's codex, well, her father's memoirs, are at least in our possession. What is something that we can show to her?
There's a. Oh, sorry. Sorry, Calisindi. You actually scared me there. I wasn't expecting a message. Expecting a message. I can give you a page. That helps.
That would be perfect. When may we have it?
Trying to go to the kitchen. Couple seconds later, put out your hand.
Cal just like you guys just see Calisindi just putting out his hand randomly, just open in space.
What do you do? What?
You just see like this like little like
Shh.
maybe 6-inch diameter rift appear above Calcinder's hand. It's just blood starts pouring down through it, like trickling down, just splattering Calcinder's hand, and then a crumpled up, literally like a
Goodness.
torn page that has just been like crumpled and like thrown through a portal, just
Oh, hey,
into Cal's hand.
Samael.
That's disgusting, but well, here you go, Macastiel. Send it to Celelio, and that is our proof.
Yeah. Merkel, modify the ritual to be the prayer burning ritual.
Yeah.
Light the candle and
Takes to the flame.
that's your proof.
Kind of. You hear over the next few minutes. You have a deal.
Thank you.
So it is done.
It is done. We have a deal.
Perfect.
You see around Zeph, you just feel burning. As there's like,
Oh,
you
get
see
the
a
key, get
flame
the
is
key.
starting to crawl up your arm.
Let go of the key.
But I want the key. I thought we were supposed to hold on to the key.
The flame needs the key. Let go of the key.
I think the time has come.
How much fire damage should I take?
Are you gonna hold?
Gonna. There's an intrusive thought in Zeph's mind that's just
Okay.
like, I'm gonna try to hold on to this for as long as I can.
Oh no. Oh no. It's the bird. The bird in him.
Look, it's the bird brain. Shiny key.
You take
Shiny
32
key must
points
have.
of fire damage as the flame turns
Shit.
blue.
I let it go.
Drop the key. Drop the fucking
Fuck.
key. Merkel, go over and just here. What do I
I don't
have?
think I like
32.
Celelio.
You get 32 lay on hands.
Oh.
Well, that was. Did that go all right?
It went. I think for reference, for further, if we contact Celelio again, perhaps you don't speak, and I don't mean that as an insult to yourself necessarily, Merc, but she doesn't seem to hold you in the highest
Yeah,
opinion.
no, that's fair. That's fair.
But
and
we
I
do need you
appreciate
to conduct the
taking
ritual,
over.
at the very least. If we do
Yeah,
need to
I
contact her.
appreciate you taking not the reins, but
Well,
taking
the
care
reins.
of the manners aspect.
Well, the reins and the manners.
Yeah, but that
Um,
makes it sound like I did nothing. So, you know.
Well, you organized the whole ritual, which we wouldn't have gained contact with her in the first place if you hadn't, so a bit more than nothing.
True. Anyway,
But it is done, and now we wait.
it is done. All right.
And
Where
Zeph-
is Donnie?
Zeph is just kind of looking
Meanwhile,
at their hand.
down below, Donnie and Zamani.
But a little.
Are we starting like now timeline, like after the ritual's all
No,
over?
you're starting as
or...
the heat hits. Starting.
Can we start before that?
Sure.
Because Donnie has a plan for how to done.
Donnie will walk down into the hold or wherever Zamani is. I've got locate object. I can find Zamani.
That's fair,
Zamani
yeah.
is an object. We've heard it here first from Nick.
I mean, thanks. Appreciate that.
I come from a different time, guys.
No, that makes it sound so much worse.
Yeah, but I got in before Des did.
Look, I appreciate it.
That's the victory in
Chet,
my
the
heart.
amount of bullying that has happened to me before stream started, I just want to say.
It's all
Bullying.
levels.
Did
Anyway,
you see
insane.
that roast?
I will find. Where are you, in the hold or in your room or what?
Oh no, I'm like in like the cargo hold, just like very sad, like upset and annoyed and pissed off in the corner with a bunch of cats around me, just occasionally firing off an Eldritch Blast at it, and you just hear a rat die.
Yes, well, I suppose that rat had it coming. Ah, there you are. Zamani, I've cut my arm. I was cooking. I'm not usually this clumsy, but it's been a busy day. Would
You have land
mind?
hands.
Yeah, I don't want it to scar, and my lay on hands is always a bit
Mm-hmm.
fluffy.
Mm-hmm.
Look, can you just do me a solid? You've got nimble fingers. Can you just start, please?
Thank you for the excuse. Sure.
Then
And
she'll
she'll
start.
come over. Yeah, and she'll come over.
Thank you.
As annoyed as she is, she's being exceedingly gentle.
All right. Thank you.
So have you
Fuck,
come
it's
to join the
hot.
pity party?
Oh no, my life is awesome.
That's fair. Got it.
Gone.
Well, I just assumed you got sent on go watch the upset Zamani duty because Cal probably told you that he kicked me out of the group. So
What makes you think any of this is Calacindia's idea? I did
the
this
fact that he
myself.
came and talked to me earlier,
I don't.
and the fact that he
Hey.
knows that I was upset, and then you guys probably talked about it, and you're like, "Well, yeah, I don't want her to be alone."
I don't take
because you
orders
felt
from
bad for me.
Calacindia. I cut myself cooking.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Yes.
But anyway,
I'm sorry, I
that's
didn't
okay.
realize that we were really sticking to this excuse. Yeah, got
look, I drew blood. Lean into it a little bit.
it. Oh, I'm so sorry. Did you want to make this more of a fun type of a thing? And she'll like,
Oh,
she'll
fuck!
pull on. Yeah.
Yeah, all
You
right,
got
I-
exactly where I was going with that.
Yeah, all right. I asked for that one.
Yeah, you did.
Keep going. You're doing a really good job. I like the.
Oh,
double
keep
step.
going, and she'll talk again.
Yeah, all right, all right.
I didn't realize that they were that kind of type, huh? I mean,
Yeah.
everyone's into their own thing. That's fine.
No, I'm not into this at all. Um,
Well, I mean, you're the one who
Jokes as-
cut yourself and then came to find me in the dark, so.
yeah. You going all right?
No, I'm a little pissed off and upset, but you know.
Yeah.
And
Let's
then,
talk
like, the
about
wave
it.
of fire hits because of that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Because apparently I am dangerous and, traitor would be.
No. Zamani, do you trust me?
You know, I already trust all of you.
No, really. Look me in the eye. Do you trust me, really?
What? Yes.
Just
Yes, I trust you. What?
would I do anything to put you in harm's way?
No, but that's the point. It's not.
That bit finish.
Snag.
Yeah, all right. I'm just going to lay on hands the rest of this fucking.
I was using that against you.
Yeah, I know.
No,
But it
you
really
just have
fucking hurts,
stitching
man.
in a
Yeah.
healed wound. You just have
I'm just-
string.
Yeah, I'm just leaving it.
Oh,
Am I? Do you think I'm trying to protect you here?
no, I think it's not
Zamani,
protect.
I
You
know
want?
I'm taking
ahead.
agency away from you, and I know that doesn't sit well with you. But I'm not them. I'm your friend.
You're all my friends.
I know. But I know a little bit of what's going on up there.
Yeah, you
And
guys
I'm not-
decided to summon an ascended god and thought it would be better to do it by splitting up the group.
Yeah,
case she-
there's,
Who is currently insane, decides to not play nice
you have some.
on a wooden ship
Yeah, well,
beside the elemental plane of water.
it's Calacindia's idea. I didn't say it was a good one. Um,
And you didn't disagree with it, though.
yeah,
so...
you're not there. Shut up.
But you
No,
didn't
no, I
disagree with
didn't,
it, so you
but I-
agreed with it. So you're on his side.
Oh no, I am a conscientious objector.
No, I've decided you're on his side.
Yeah, all right, fine. Zamani, it's for your own good.
Don't do that. If you're going to do that, just leave me alone.
No, I'm not. Look, you have some liabilities around you. I'm not saying you are a liability. It's a bad word.
Oh no, Cal already
But
did that.
oh, yeah, but that's not what I mean. What I mean is, there's currently 2 factions at war. You have the leader who can, from what I understand, see through your eyes at any time he likes.
Yes,
It would be dangerous to put them in a room together.
but it hasn't been dangerous to talk about it at all, and it's not like. I'm pretty sure she's more pissed at Merc being in the room than she would be than me being in the room. Let's be
yes,
honest.
and it devastates me to no end that I don't get to watch.
Yeah. Which is why I don't understand why it's such a big deal for me not to be there. Like, I get that Merc has to be there because she's the one doing the ritual, but I don't get why it's such this big fucking to-do for me to be sitting in a room.
Right.
It doesn't make any logical sense to me.
You want to know the real reason?
Well, I assume it's something that you're not telling me for my own good. And of course, I'm going to be pissed off about that. But of course, I'm
Yeah.
not going to want you to actually put anything into actual jeopardy. So my answer to
Okay.
that is no. Just let me be pissed off about it. Because instead of
right.
being like, hey, we can't tell you, it was just, hey, let's make up a fake reason that doesn't make any sense because you're a liability. Like, that's so much worse.
So, as this is happening for Zamani and Donovan, you both feel the heat intensify a little bit as upstairs Celelio has dissipated and gotten her proof.
Mhm.
And you feel a wave of flame come through.
Oh, could you fucking
And Celelio pokes her face through and she goes, "Hello, my dear.
Oh, hi. It's lovely to meet
You
you.
know who I am, I assume."
Yes. It would be hard to tip.
Perfect. Well, I'm here to help you, personally speaking.
What?
Well, your suspicion tells me something's on the line. The fact that you went in the room tells me that I'm not meant to talk about it too much, but I don't particularly like my Castile.
I mean, understandable considering everything that's happened. Yeah.
My dear, I'm a villain for a lot of people in this world.
Did you enjoy that? Just wondering for
No,
like
it's
future planning.
necessity. It's a necessity. I do what I do because I must. And for you, I'm doing something.
Thank you.
That's all right.
And I assume it's benefiting you as well in order to do
I'm
this.
getting a codex for it. I'm getting my father's memoirs for it. I don't do this out of love for you. I don't do it out of spite for anyone. But I will help you. I do need a little bit from you to do that, though.
What do you need?
I need to track down something, and I need a belonging of yours that will help me anchor to it.
I assume it's something that I care about.
Preferably, would trust me, I get it more than anyone trying to separate something you care about. I mean, we all know I've done some questionable things for my father's memoirs. Did some questionable things for a phoenix, as Calicinda was wont to point out, but apparently no harm, no foul.
Poetic symbolism. And she'll like, just because it's where she keeps it, and I think it's funny, she like will reach between her tits and she'll grab her own journal that she keeps like on her all the time.
Oh.
Poetic.
You know, there was a time I thought all of us were going to be quite good friends. I'd hoped.
There was a
anyway.
time I did too.
I'm sorry I didn't.
I don't
work
have
out.
any ill will against you. I don't know if you have any feelings towards that.
I don't really have
I
any
think we
feelings
both think
towards.
you've got style.
It's true.
Thank you, Donovan. You're quite the little paladin of your own right. Xerxes does
Oh, I have
boast
my
so highly
moments.
of you.
Oh yes, he lies mostly.
Mm.
Can I ask you something?
Absolutely. She puts it between her own cleavage.
Mental high five. I don't mean this in a rude way, just in a genuine curiosity way, and if it's something that's asking too far, feel free to tell me no.
No,
Is that
by all
okay?
means. I'm more than happy to help you all.
The rumor around the codex that is your father is that it's supposed to make you uninsane. You seem
I'm insane, am
quite-
I?
well. I mean, I'm just going by what I've been told. To be honest, I don't know much about the Ascended. I know even less about the old gods. But apparently, you've lost your mind, and considering that you burned a lot of your followers a while back, it's a little bit scary. What do you think about that? Because I assume as somebody who loves somebody who is once very insane, no one feels insane.
Maybe I am. I've done some things I don't like at times. I still believe heavily that the world needs to burn and start anew. Perhaps my father's codex, his memoirs, will tell me otherwise. I don't really know.
Why is this world irredeemable for you? I mean, I don't disagree. There's a lot of horrible shit in it.
Is it what you saw?
Donovan. There's a bunch of chitter-chatter, particularly from your friend, who wants to try and solve things another way. There's also Lizefkin trying to be the tallest flower in the garden. You know what happens to the tallest flower in the garden?
They get cut down.
No, I'll
We get
burn it to a
cut.
fucking crisp if I need to.
Fair. We're just trying to get as many people to work together as possible.
Would you believe I once offered to do something very similar, but very few people wanted to work with me?
Can I have
I
Saxy's
assume
reach
that
out?
has something to do with those things that you regret doing happening around those times.
There's some questionable moments. I've done excessive things to get what I need to do. But we were always strongest when we were humanity's resistance.
Do you think you're
Lizefkin
weaker
didn't
now
exactly.
that you're gods?
I think we're weaker now that we don't work together. But as you said,
I-
the Mad Goddess. And who was the first one to say I was the Mad Goddess to Macestiel, if not those three fucking traitors? Three fucking traitors.
Do you think you could ever get along again?
I think I could fight beside them. But I also
That's a hard
think
thing.
that burning everything down and starting anew and building something stronger is a strong idea.
Well, let's call that a really solid plan B.
I like you. I like you.
That's nice to hear. It makes me feel good. To impress on you just a little bit, would you mind if Saxy reaches out for a small chat? I know you're busy now, but perhaps later.
I'm apparently going. Well, I'm very busy in that regard.
Yeah,
it's,
yeah.
I'm currently at war with the regents of Assyria, some at varying
Are you
degrees.
still at war? Because isn't their whole Phoenix back and everything?
I mean, there's principle.
Fair.
Respect.
I went to the war for my phoenix. I mean to kill the Lord of Decay.
Oh, I can get behind that.
He's a bit of a
Prick.
well, that's a nicer word than I would have put it.
Yeah, we're in polite company.
He is pretty suave when he wants to be fair.
Tell me about it. I made a deal with him before that I would regret. A lot of people will label you a mad woman to get what they want. It's easier to discredit you by saying you're outright insane than it is to try and hear your side of it.
I can agree with that.
I've burnt a few innocent
Get
people.
that.
Fire is power for me. I try to sacrifice those that believe they'll be reincarnated. I will bring them back from the ashes. I am currently, and Kiana being proof, one of the only gods ascended that allows reincarnation through flame.
Yeah.
It'd be kind of stupid if I had a phoenix for my symbology and didn't allow people to be brought back, would it not?
It's
You
true.
make a pretty good point.
Are all the phoenixes yours? We met another who had one.
They're all tied to me somewhat. Us ascended gods are different than old beings. We got kind of assigned powers when we ascended. I got a lot of the sun and wildfire, and phoenixes naturally flock to me as beings of the sun. So I suppose, in a sense, they are on my domain. They do call their, well, I suppose their origin in Rebosa to the plane that is my domain now. So, in a sense, yeah, they do pay homage to me. They would be, a lot of them considered celestials in my court. No, not everyone. That's like saying every tiefling is of the lineage of tiefling that they come from. And we know that's not true. Look at Xerxes, first one.
Yeah.
It's different. Yeah, it's all right. Perhaps it comes with the domain. I get heated. I make decisions poorly when I'm angry. And unfortunately,
Don't we
anger
all?
goes well with the domain. And some people innately, well, their face just angers me.
I have a few of those as well.
Although you're Calasindir, I can see why you like him. He talks well.
He does. He does a few things well.
She pats the journal. Will I read about them? Girl to girl.
I mean, if you,
Girl to girl.
I gave you my journal. You can read whatever you like in there.
I'm sorry I didn't answer your prayer. For what it's worth, when you were screaming out into the abyss, I heard. I was busy with a lot of things.
I assume many were.
Not as many as you would think.
I
Lot of
like
them
to
just
think
said.
charitably when I can.
I'm one of the very few proactive ascended.
Yeah, you are.
Anyway, my dear, as you expect, she reached out to you and you expect this to like burn the fuck, but the flames lick up against your skin and there's nothing. She gives you a soft kiss on the forehead and she goes, I'll see you in about less than a fortnight. And I'll bring this back unburnt, I do promise. As
Thank
she
you.
goes off with the flames. Very sweet and gentle.
I don't know about you, but I like her.
Yeah, somebody like sits back and she's like, she was so nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't care what all the hype is about. She seems perfectly reasonable.
She's a bad bitch.
Yeah, I
Maybe-
like that.
Maybe I'm interested in the Ascended after all. Jesus.
She got you feeling hot
Like-
and or bothered.
I don't know about
Yes.
that. She got me feeling hot and cared for.
Merc just upstairs, shell shocked.
Actually, I would be like, we'll rip those stitches out later. And then I'm just gonna walk up, like, I don't holding a cat and go by it, like, just not even knocking, just opening like Merc's room where I assume everyone's still at.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just like, she's so nice.
She's so nice.
Who?
Sorry,
Who's
what?
nice?
No, I'm just
What?
Celelia.
Is she nice?
She's so nice.
There's the key, just burned it.
The key.
Take inspiration, you fucker.
Perfect video. I love it.
Like
So
Wait,
good.
she's a
She spoke to you.
badass bitch. She's lovely to be around.
I like her a lot.
First of all, she spoke to you.
Yeah.
Oh, she didn't just
Second
speak
of
to
all,
me.
what the
I got a
fuck?
forehead kiss.
Second of all, she was actually very polite. I must admit, she was very
She's very lovely.
agreeable to speak to.
Very
I actually had-
genuine.
Much better dealing with her than some others that we've actually dealt with.
I mean,
must
so
admit.
many of the Ascended gods are so caught up in their own shit that they won't even talk about other things as if they matter. And she did. She addressed shit. She answered questions.
Great shooter. I like her a lot.
Yeah, she's nice. You pissed off the wrong one.
Well, Castile. Milk, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm just confused.
Oh, she also borrowed my journal. I'll pat Cal on the shoulder because I assume he's sitting down because he knows what that means at this point.
Cal's just there, just like,
You just hear in your mind from a god you've never heard before. Oh, I thought I was hot.
Just so that
If I had a nickel for
uh,
every god that knew how Cal was in bed, I'd have a lot of money at this stage.
it's true.
Oh God.
at least it's a good reputation. At least it's good.
Zamani likes to take the lead. There is more than just that in the journal, though. Just if
Oh,
you
I
need,
know.
like,
I
a
know
gen-
what's in it. Des does know what's in it.
Yeah. there is also like her own like inner like ideas and theories about like the ascended gods and how like the dying god being shattered and how they're being like a piece of like maybe that's why the gods are like the way they are and they're kind of like lost their bits. Like she's got like there's like ravings of like trying to figure shit out, and then there's like stories about her escapades like on the next page.
And then there's just like an outline from when it was flapped onto the page, just like drawn like a hand turkey. Just like
No, there's not. There are drawings.
It's got such a long neck.
She does do a lot of sketches, but there is not
Thank
that.
you, Vinny. I think you appreciate that one more than most.
Is that the
Story,
turkey's wattle
story.
or?
Macaroni art story.
She's got like two different quills, so like you can tell what's what. Like this is the journal part, this is the figuring shit out part. Based
This
on
is
the
the
color
horny
thing.
part. Yeah.
Joke's on you.
Oh no, the
a
journal
horny
part and the horny part are the same color. That's just an adventure.
Just for so Zamani can hear, Donnie will put a hand on her shoulder. You good, buddy?
Oh, I'm much better now.
Just asking the actual question. You good?
So Lilio helped a lot. Although she looks over at Cal.
A couple of pats on the shoulder. You're good,
Next
mate.
time, just I get that if there's something that you can't tell me, don't tell me. But don't make up a fake reason for me not to be there. And tell me I'm a liability. That feels really shitty, and you should know that.
No, I never said that.
You did everything except for say the words.
I'm going to the kitchen.
I'd
No,
rather
you're
not.
Now we're
I'll
going
help.
you.
Because I want to know what happened on this side too. At least whatever you can tell me. Because apparently you all had a very different experience with her than I did. So you can.
Oh no, it actually went smoothly once. She was quite agreeable to both Zeph and I, put it this way. But I think she
Yeah.
did not
Are you sure?
take McCastiel's. Right, actually, I looked over at that. She was agreeable to me. But I don't
So-
think she appreciates McCastiel's
Yeah.
abandonment.
It just. Yeah.
I mean, I can understand that.
Oh, it's
Considering some of the shit
completely
she's been
valid. It is very valid. Her
So do you want to
attitude
try to
towards
make
me.
it up to her?
So-
or do you want to
yeah,
just cut
actually-
your losses?
When you're putting it like
I
that,
think this
so-
is the first step. We shall see what opportunities present themselves.
So did it not go well? Because you seem to be
It-
kind of optimistic, but when I walked in, you looked like a shell-shocked victim of a fireball.
I don't know.
Did you stick your hoof in your
I
mouth?
seriously don't know.
You stick your hoof in your mouth.
No,
again, didn't you?
Merkel, leave the room. At that.
That was a genuine question.
Yeah, no, and after Silelio's last comment, it just a little bit much for Merc.
So that's a
Because
yes.
she was like, out of character. She was trying to be as eloquent as, like, she was trying to actually nail this shit. And that comment from Silelio cut real fucking deep.
Which comment?
The one
was
where
in
she
your
said,
talk before.
You should have other people do your talking for you. They're much better at it.
And I realized the irony in saying that for AJ.
To be fair, a little bit. You
Sorry.
brought up Kiana, the girl you slept with a different person with when you're still technically together.
Merc has left the room at this point.
No, you started talking out of character, so I replied to you out of character.
Yeah, no.
Right.
Okay, cool. Yes.
I
That,
like how they just
Sure.
failed. Yeah.
anyway.
As
Yeah.
Merc leaves the
Susan.
room.
Got it. Did go poorly. Is your hand okay? And I'll grab. I'll
Smells
grab
like fried
Donnie
chicken.
and push Donnie, put towards us to do a lay on hands. It's like I can't heal. You're muted.
No, that was pantomime.
Oh, okay, never mind. Got it.
Yeah, the skin is like you can still hear like a like off the skin just sizzling.
Can I tell from
You
the
can see a
bird
key
mark-
outline.
Can I tell that it's like the key that I gave Donnie forever ago?
I don't think you would have seen that key that long enough to recognize it.
I had it for weeks.
Roll me a history check, see if you remember it.
Okay. Because if not, that's fine too. I'm not good at history, so it makes sense. Okay.
Gotta keep in mind, in the evenings, adventurers don't have TikTok to doom scroll, so they're probably just staring at keys.
Key gazing. Gotta ponder the key.
What is, I don't remember what my modifier is. I'm so sorry. I forget what my modifier is literally every stream.
I'm gonna guess +1.
I think that's pretty generous. For history.
Because I'm pretty sure
+2.
it's intelligence based.
10.
Yeah.
Oh, 10. 10?
Ooh.
Maybe it's familiar. It's like this odd tingle in the brain. It's like, do I know that?
I kind of pointed at it for a minute. Whatever.
Well, I was thinking maybe we can make an outline of it and then we can make a mold out of it.
Why?
It is a pretty exact. Make a copy of the key.
Why? Why is there a key burnt into your hand anyways?
They left it out in the sun for too long.
Well, if you're going to lie that blatantly, and I'm just going to turn and be like, "Hi, are you Gorthale? This is my first time
He's just
actually
like
meeting
sitting
you.
up on the store, and he's just like, yes,
Hi,
hello.
it's lovely to actually get to meet you. It's more than just a sword. Yeah, I'll give him a nice handshake.
Pleasure.
So, can you just do this now? Or could you do this the whole time? Does this mean that you like us now? And she'll just like
I don't
just
like
like
you. This was a favor for Donovan.
a
I can do this whenever
favor,
I want.
a free
I'm
favor.
not friends with anybody. Not friends. I don't
Gorthale's
have
a tsundere. I love this.
I am
You don't have-
an
do you want friends?
unholy
What?
weapon of imperceivable strengths. I don't
With
have
an
friends.
imperceivably strong weapon like a friend.
No,
Everyone gets lonely.
I'm not lonely. I'm
You're not
fearsome.
lonely?
I'm
You
to
can
be
be fearsome
feared.
and lonely. I am half the time.
No.
No.
Can I be starts like crawling back into the sword and just.
I'll
back
wink
in?
at
Why
him
is
and then I'll-
Gorthale the most relatable NPC that I've met so far? Why?
Yeah, I wink at Gorthale and then I turn back to the conversation. Like, okay, that was fun.
Yeah, that was rather strange, actually. Gorthale appealing like that. He's friendly, though. Surprisingly. Surprisingly friendly.
I mean, it makes sense.
Not.
No, he's too embarrassed.
So-
to talk. He's too
I mean, him
Aww.
and Xerxes, not Xerxes.
somehow.
Why are there all us names?
I don't know. Why are they all Z names?
Yes.
Why are they all Z names?
Leave me alone. I mean, him and Samael are both the same way. They just needed a bit of humanity shown to him. They're not friendlier than any of us have thought going into it.
True. Sure.
So, did things go well? I assume they did, considering she asked me for something of mine.
Things went well. Things went better than I thought, all things considered, especially when she appeared herself. I was prepared for the worst. But
She didn't burn the ship.
it
down.
actually. She didn't
Or
burn the
is
ship, but she didn't burn anything besides. Well, a bit of just like I imagine there's like some
Bit of
charring
Zeph.
on the ground. Yeah, a bit of Zeph, bit of like charring on the ground and like around the area. You know, a bit of the wood here and there.
She's one of the most level-headed Ascended we've talked to so far.
Perhaps.
I mean, that I've talked to at least. Considering that, I mean, this
Oh,
makes
right.
3. One of them was Lizephricin. Another one was Nimavana? Yeah, another was Nimavana. And then she is the third.
And Samael,
Was
technically.
Sammy.
He's a
Samael's
saint.
The saint, yeah. Not the
He
same.
has more of his humanity than the others.
True. I guess when you compare it to the rest of them, that is.
Do you think they'll all get a bit more sane once the guiding light is back together?
I hope so.
I wonder. I'm so curious about that.
I do wonder
all
what
linked.
they will do.
Maybe the guiding light will just roll up like he's their dad and put them all in timeout and make them get along.
I would very much like to see that.
Could you imagine how easy that
Very
would make
much.
everything?
I just hope so. I hope this is the last of this wrangling of Ascended that we'll have to do ourselves.
So how did it go for Merc? Because she's never like stormed out on me before when I poked and prodded about something that happened?
I don't know. To be honest, at first I thought it was. I don't know. And now that she's speaking about restoring things with Solelio, I'm completely unsure.
No. I don't
Of-
mean like where things are going. I mean like what happened when I wasn't there. Like why did
Oh,
she storm
what
out?
happened? I mean, Solelio relentlessly talked shit to her, as it was, and humiliated Macastiel. And
She is kind
did
of
not
bitchy, makes sense.
exactly want to treat with her.
Merc doesn't like
As
it
you
when
would
people
expect,
are
though.
bitchy at her. That's fair, yeah.
As one would expect them not to be on the best of terms, but
Yeah.
I think hearing it so directly may have, and bluntly,
Yeah.
maybe would have left a bit of a bit jarring for Macastiel, perhaps.
She is quite
A bit damaging.
fiery. I'm sorry, she was just so nice to me. It's really it's difficult, sorry. I can absolutely see how she could be someone's absolute worst nightmare though. But I feel like a lot of
I
powerful
can
women
see
are.
how she would control people and get people to follow her. She is charismatic.
For viewers, with Solelio, the way she was normally described before the madness is she was always known as a warm and motherly figure who communed via burn patterns and smoke. So there is like the duality of like she's crazy as fuck, but when she's lucid, let's say, she goes back to that like she was considered the savior and hope of humanity. So there's like this pedestal for if you're in her good books, and then if you're in her bad books, like Mercastiel currently is, you don't get iced out, you get flamed to shit.
Which makes sense for your sense of humor as well, Des.
Yeah.
If there's one thing I can do, it's flame people.
Wait, are we all in your bad books? Is that what that means? Shit.
Yeah.
You've never been. No one at this table has ever known my good books. No one.
Yeah. Got it. Well, so
For what it's worth, some money, I am sorry, though. Probably means very little at this stage, at this
It's
moment, but
it's not that it means very little, but this conversation would be very different if Celia hadn't come and talked to me.
I'm sure.
I can handle knowing that I can't know certain things. That's been my entire life. I don't know how much I can handle you or the group treating me like a liability. Because if so, then why am I even here?
I understand that. But for what it's worth, Samani, I know that perhaps in this moment, you yourself, who you are personally, have never been a liability. And not
It's all
once
a
have I
part
ever
of
seen
me.
you.
Hell.
Part of you, but not who you are.
What are we but the sum of our parts?
No matter who has had control over your soul or what they've done with their possession over your eyes, your tongue, or whatever else, for me at the very least, I have never seen you, personally, as a liability.
Next time, just ask me to trust you and say that you can't know this one. instead of telling me that me being there could potentially cause everything to go sour.
And that will be enough.
Yes. Cal, I love you to death. You've already had this happen once where you had to keep secrets from me for my own good. I'm used to it by now.
I know.
But it can't be that I have to have things kept from me and also that I will ruin it if I am there.
As you guys kind of go over this a bit, the day calms down, the heat surpasses. That's where we're gonna go to break because we are past our break time, and we will be back shortly. We'll see you in a few. Oh, hey, Aaron. Thank you so much for we're back. We're here. Thank you for the raid. Thank you for bringing your people in. What were you up to?
How's it going, Aaron?
Which is weird for me because that's my first name. Is Aaron, spelled the same way. Playing
Aaron,
D&D. What
Aaron.
D&D were you doing?
Doxed yourself.
Aaron.
I mean, it's not like a hidden thing.
No, there's only a single Aaron in the whole world. It's definitely.
Yep.
There we go.
Now there's two. Now there's two.
Now there's two.
Yeah, now there's two in the D&D.
This is
The
getting
plot
out of hand.
thickens.
Now there are two of them.
Still better than the amount of I almost said rats in the D&D category. I
always a
meant
bigger
mats.
Damn.
You heard it.
Tell us how you
Equal
really
Matt
feel.
feels that way.
Yeah.
There's less rats now because Zamani's, just going ham.
It's true.
One of us.
There will be not a rat on this ship
One
once we
of
get
us.
to where we're going.
So when I was in school, there was 3 different Aarons. All of us spelled our name the different way. I was the only one that spelled it the correct way,
Oh.
which is also how you spell it.
So it's like ARON is another spelling?
ARON, ARRON, and me AARON.
Oh.
Yeah,
Initials
that's
at
what-
AJ?
My initials,
Oh.
if you take out my middle name, were also AJ.
That's true. That's
Oh.
true.
Hang on.
I need the
Hang on.
conspiracy
Getting it.
theory music to go.
Yeah.
Do-do-do-do.
I need to get my
Do-do-do-do-do.
whiteboard out
Yep.
behind me.
But as we get back into it, Kingfishers, as we're going to start doing a little bit more kind of these, like, I suppose, greater swaths of. Get out of here. Don't come home till it's dark. Get out of here. Get out of here. So,
Just a seagull just.
just swiping at my wife.
I thought it was a cat.
No, that's the wife.
No.
No.
I thought it was a cat as well.
I was gonna make it. That's no way to talk to you.
I'm
Talk about
making
your
it.
wife when it was the cat, and then it was the wife.
It was the wife.
Look, I like to live life dangerously.
Yeah.
I just going out to free lunch for a friend, and I always just joke because it's like it currently gets dark at like 7 o'clock, so I'm like, don't come home till it's dark yet. But over the next couple weeks of the ship, is there anything people particularly want to do or go through in character anyway? Otherwise, we're going to cut to more cutscene stuff as we're going to see what happens in Osiris.
I would, when I'm not cooking, take some time to go and push some wind into the sails. Literally, that's not a euphemism. And
It's a euphemism
I'm a
for-
storm sorcerer. That's what they're made for. They're meant to be on boats. But it's literally in the player's handbook. Tasha's.
Bold of you to
so that-
assume I've read
Bold of you to assume I can
Uh,
read.
But while Donnie is doing that, he'd like to just have some, some general probing conversations about with the captain while he's out on the deck, about the voyages and what they mean and what they stand for and what they do. We've touched on this a little bit, but
Well, let's do it. Let's do it.
yeah. Cool.
So, as you're kind of on the deck, you're up on the sails, and it's one of the few times he takes the wheel. Specifically, as you start getting closer to like the elemental seas, he starts like taking the wheel as the more seasoned captain steering it here. As you get there, he kind of looks at you as you're putting wind in the sails, and he just goes, "It's handy."
Doing what I can
Yeah, a little more on that side.
on it.
So,
Oh shit! I've almost just blown Zeph off. You right there, buddy?
Please be careful.
I can't
Mm.
promise that.
right, well, you're
How's it
talking
going,
with the
Captain?
Godwin. Well,
It was fucking hot. No, I bailed out of that. I'm not built for a sauna.
same. Can't sweat too much. Starts
No,
smelling like
it's not
pork.
good. Oh yeah, I get pity in it. It's not a fun time. I have been trying to find a couple of opportunities to talk. I'm at something of a crossroads myself, and I've been meaning to pick your brain a little bit about what the voyages mean to you.
What they mean to me? Are
Yeah.
you looking to sign up? You like the ship that much?
Nothing that don't believe they're just restricted to this ship, but I'm thinking more broadly and more
Broadly, what do Voyagers
philosophically.
mean to me philosophically? That's a
Yeah.
good one. He was a bit of a scoundrel, so fresh start. That's a good one.
I know that one all too well.
I don't know. Voyagers are after doing so many things in life I'm not proud of, doing something I am proud of. Actually helping the people of Thiel, dealing with piracy on the shores and coasts. Trade, seeing the world, living life. Sun on your skin, sea breeze in your hair. Actually having purpose. It's a wild thing, and he kind of looks down at the crew. Family. That's what Voyagers are for me as well.
It's
All
a
these
pretty special thing.
fuckers that I didn't want a single one of. You know,
Yeah.
never wanting kids. Never wanted a single one, but
Like collecting 4 of them, yeah.
I've got lots now. Every little fucker on this ship wants a hand outstretched to dad. But like make him call me captain instead.
Yeah.
Voyagers are something worth fighting for.
Well,
I'm
it's
fighting for the
people,
sake
right?
of fighting.
Yeah. It's not just spilling blood, it's
And
purpose,
stopping
right?
people who do wrong. That's a big one. You want to do some real good in the work. Not going out, seeing gods, fighting gods, all the things you might be doing, but the real good that helps people. Real good that helps, you know, Tom, Dick, and Harry off in Arvagrad. You know,
Where else?
wherever the wind takes you. You want to sail. You go over to Serok, like myself. Slavers. You show them what's what. And you know it's good? If you're violent at the core, like I am, you can still drown the fuckers you don't like. And the ones that do wrong. You know, you just don't drown the good ones. It's simple.
Yeah. You don't have an aversion to lost souls. I like that a lot.
I mean, something will pick them up. They'll go where they're going. They'll get what's due. I promise you that. There's
They are.
there's a ship that comes for them. Ship that not many people know about. See you and me. There's a obviously we worship the Firewalker, all this. But there's a God, I can't really remember the God, it's what is it? So it's uncle to the Firewalker. Basically, he's not judge, not jury, not execution. Well, sometimes execution, I suppose. But
We've all been there.
basically, it's called the Hangman. Actually, no, sorry, that's the wrong one. I'm thinking it. That's Dad's mistake. 1 second.
There's a lot of
I was like, hang on a second. No, you.
If our in character fuck ups are like out of character fuck ups are canon, yours are too.
No, 'cause
You
he
know
wouldn't
what?
know that
How
one.
much does this
him.
captain
He
know?
created this world.
The I suppose cousin of the Firewalker, chapo named Sunken Ship. Basically, those deceased brings them to the afterlife. Not like that fucker Zygolia. Not with a prissy little lantern, but an intimidating ship. Sails them off to where they're meant to go. Don't know if he exists, don't know if he's real, but they say he is. Firewalker says he's real, so that's good enough for me.
What do you make of this Firewalker?
Just God I choose to fight for. He didn't choose me. I'm nothing special. Well, maybe a little special. But
Oh,
or a big
Yeah, but
special.
it's
And he
taste.
slaps his stomach like 5 times. But
there's a lot special about you, Captain. Quite a
Is
lot.
it? I was doing a bit of skullduggery. Voyagers caught me. Gave me an option. Do right. Or do nothing anymore. You know? So,
That's not much of a choice.
I know they would have taken my ship. They would have killed me. I wasn't that bad. Smuggling, you know.
Oh, sure.
Drugs
Honest
and stuff.
profession.
Honest, you know. Basically, what is smuggling if just not shipping without a license?
Bureaucracy, the worst.
Exactly. Paperwork. You know, it's like
but,
you go into a
the
bank, you
smugs-
rob it because you didn't feel like doing the paperwork. Simple.
Yeah, nightmare.
It's your money.
Yeah.
Just didn't feel like doing the forms.
Yeah, you're not taking someone else's money, you're just taking your own.
Exactly. But
Or
no, they
currency it is.
I didn't want to fund a new ship. I like the tits, like the song. They told me I could do some real work. They knew of me. I wasn't a bad guy. Wasn't a good guy, but wasn't bad. Wasn't bad anyway. So, did what's right. Met a few people then. God, you start doing right and it's fucking infectious. You know, that warm, fuzzy feeling.
Yeah, it's a pain in my ass. But it doesn't stop. It's
Doesn't stop. You got
like an
Ojikir to
avalanche.
protect some senator for something or other because they're sailing somewhere, you hear. A lot of piracy off the eastern coast of Sathasa. A lot of piracy. Even
spent a bit
technically,
of time in
see,
Sathasa.
the beautiful thing is technically we're not related to the political kingdom of Steel. The Voyagers are their own individual identity, so we're not breaking political ties or lines by sailing into other waters. We're connected to the Firewalker, but we're not the formal naval. Like we offer our services as the Navy of Thiel when needed. But technically we're a distinct organization that is just a religious organization. So, you know, privateers without borders and all that.
No political blowback. Pretty
Yeah, well,
tricksy.
they can take it up with the captain, but each of us is like in charge of our own ship. Like there's a council, bunch of basically every captain sits on. It's kind of messy because every Voyager has a voice. We all sit together. Sometimes we'll get requests from the Firewalker to sail to a specific area on the elemental plane to check on something fucky, but most of the time it's just new beginnings and doing what's right, protecting the people.
I like that. Is there a leadership? Not just the captains.
Captains form the council. So
Alright.
all of us have a seat. Big room. Sweaty and smelly. But we all say our
Perfect.
piece. I suppose Firewalker's leadership. I suppose technically speaking, in like in the strictest like formal lettering of the contract, every captain of the Voyagers is a priest of the Firewalker. Now I've never held a sermon. We do it in his name though.
Worship takes many forms.
The loosest sense. Some of us got into it for the glory, some of us got into, you know, ships are profitable. Never let anyone tell you otherwise, you know, you can still ship stuff from A to B when you're going there. You know, you do a bit of trade from bringing some of the, Volcanus? No, that's like anus. Volcanica? Doesn't
No, I
matter.
like
Stuff
the
from the
anus one better.
volcano area, and you ship it over to Ojikir, you know, you'll get a decent bob off that.
Captain, you've given me a lot to think about.
Hey, you looking to sign up? I get you the form.
There's a what?
There's no form.
There's no form.
Oh, tell you
Half
what,
of- half
you've
your
got,
crew
you got a
can't
bunch
even
of
read.
stupid shit going on right now with your gods. I'm currently looking for a quartermaster. Don't have one.
I did notice that you didn't have a quartermaster.
Tell you what, when all shit's said and done, if you still feel that itch, no strings attached. Sign up as my quartermaster. Do a bit of good. And if you like it, who knows, you'll have a ship of your own when you save up your wages.
I'm not one for wages. Money is not good for me.
How are you going to pay for a
But
ship?
who says I want a ship?
Ah, come on, we all want a ship and a pointy hat. There's two things in life
There-
every man wants. A big
There's
ship
plenty of
and a
horror-
pointy hat.
Oh
There's
my god,
plenty
it
of
says
horror-
Rome.
Yeah. There's,
This is
there's
true.
plenty of horrible shit away from the water.
Hey, well, not a big lover of the land, but we do go ashore. Obviously, we're not only at we dock in different areas. We do our bits. We can kind of help the world round that way.
Yeah.
As I said, if it tickles your fancy or you fancy a tickle, let me know.
Take you up, perhaps on both of us.
Well, hope
Um,
you're not ticklish.
Only on the feet. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Hey, you have something about you. You feel like you'd be a good fit. Who knows? Perhaps you're the Firewalker's bastard.
Well, we can only hope not.
On that note, towards the end of the conversation, Zamani's gonna like walk up, a cat on her shoulder, and just like plop down a bunch of rat tails and be like, "They're all done.
They're all done.
There aren't any more."
All right.
Is
You
that
actually
like?
hunted the rats?
I mean, you asked me to. You're
I was
pretty
fucking
polite
with
about
you.
it. Oh well,
no.
you don't have any more rats.
Well,
And I could just leave them there. They're gonna start stinking. So there's like a big box of them. So,
Oh.
You had a lot.
hey.
I'm not cooking that.
No. God, no. Yeah, we'll burn them or something. Are you looking for another job?
I mean, do I need to do another job?
I mean, if you keep offering to work, I'm going to keep putting you to work.
I mean, I didn't really offer to work the first time.
All right,
this
so
one
well,
did,
if
and then
you
we all
need
got
if you
grouped
need something
together.
to do, if you are looking for something to do, like really, how are your organization?
I mean, pretty decent.
All right, so in my quarters, all my books, all the ledgers and stuff, they're all just kind of showing up on a shelf. If you could organize them, I'd be appreciative of it.
I see. Do they normally do this with people? And I just point to the cat on her shoulder.
No, not really, but sort of scratch a
Do
lot
they have
likes you.
names?
Yeah, some of them have.
I
names.
point down to like the other three, just like
The one on your shoulder there, sort of scratch a lot. The one down under your feet is Pounce McFish. That one sucks. It's by the Boots kids named him. Stupid name for a cat.
Yeah.
Stupid. And well, that one,
Cats don't
he's
wear
new.
socks.
I don't know where we got him, but I haven't named him. I'm sure he will get a name, even if it's just, hey, you stop stealing my food. You can name him if you want.
Oh, definitely. Thank you. And she'll just kind of like wander off.
She's not going to sort my books.
They're not getting done.
No.
They'll
Should have been
be
more
worse
assertive
than
about that.
before.
I'm surprised she
Actually-
hunted
No.
all the rats.
Oh,
I
no,
go tell
that
I go
is-
tell Calisander to do it.
Casim's
I was
like,
gonna say,
books, don't
Zamani
mind
might
if I
not
do.
do it.
Cow's in the middle of teaching all the sailors.
She
Well,
So
Whoever's
like,
Casimir,
sent
as
him.
you're sitting there, there's like, sir,
Yes.
can I go bathroom?
All right. Go. Make it quick there.
And you hear one go, I don't know, can you?
All right. Enough of that. All right. So
There's like these full-grown sailors, like various like states of like, like eye patch, like one-handed, sitting there trying to like just cram these small desks in the guest quarters.
So, has anyone approached the tasks I set for you from last lesson?
I got it. Got it.
All right, let's
My
hear
name?
it. Let's hear it.
My name is Gregor,
All right.
and I work on the mermaid song.
Good job, Gregor. Perfect. Perfect.
You hear, my name's Gregor, and I can read. One of people in the fucking crowd.
Well done, Gregor. That is exactly what I was hoping. Well done. Soon enough, I'm sure you'll find it easier speaking.
So at this point, Zamani walks in.
okay, when you're done, there's also a few ledgers that need to be organized. So just to let you know.
Where? Ledgers?
Yeah,
What?
they're in the cabin ship and they're on the wall. There's like a big bookshelf apparently, just in case you get bored and after you have free time.
And he wants me. He wants me to do it.
Well, you
All
seem
right,
to be the most nerdy, to be honest.
I mean,
Just in front of the class.
fair. All right.
I mean, reading is important, but you take that to a whole new level, hon.
Suppose I do deserve that one.
Yes,
Tell
now
the
you
captain
can
I'll
look at
get to
numbers And let.
As you walk
If
in.
you
Hey,
need help,
Cal
let
has-
me know.
Cal
I'm trying to-
hasn't even started approaching numbers with the sailors yet. That's
You
like,
just-
that's like a whole.
Zamani, as you leave,
that's a
you
whole
just
nother
hear
week.
from the crowd in there as like Calisthenic kind of turns back and you just hear this like almost cult like chanting, book, man, book, man, book, man. It's like,
All right, settle down.
So-
Also, the unnamed cat, I assume that now that he is a black cat and his name is now Soot.
Okay, perfect.
In case
So
you're
you've got
wondering.
Sir Scratch-a-Lot, Pants McFish, Socks, and Soot.
They're in the NPC chat in case anybody was wondering.
Perfect.
Perfect. That is where they should be.
So,
Absolutely.
days continue to pass as the seas get stormier as you get close to the elemental waters. Anybody want to do anything, or will I start exposition?
I'm happy.
Exposition to your heart's content.
Thank you. So,
Expose the world.
as we look to the crew of the Mermaid Song, we kind of start panning away from them bit by bit, looking back to mainland. Across the northwestern continent, pyres are constructed by the Flameborn to send power to Solelio for the task to come. Some willingly take to the pyre for the glory in her name. Others are offered in her name. It matters very little how it starts, it always ends the same in screaming when the fires get to them. But as the power comes to souls and life given, Solelio finds herself empowered on the lands of Rebosa, in her burning lands. She sets out creating a rift, sending her 5 most trusted Celestials with this key into Osiris to to fetch a key. Not going herself. Perhaps we may see what that looks like someday in another thing, as we will go and return to Osiris. But about a day before you make your way to the elemental planes, there is waking up with a deep heat, the sunrise a deep orange. Zamani, Calicindir, you awake, and a fortnight has passed. And yeah, there may or may not have been a miniseries called Into Osiris once upon a time, and it's very cool. It's very pog, and every time we look at the camera, we say Into Osiris, and it's just roll credits.
Yep.
But no, there's 100%. We probably will do a return to Osiris where we play 4 Celestials who go and retrieve this key for Zamani, because that'll be fucking sick.
Would be very cool.
But as you kind of sit there, the early mornings, Calicinder's now gotten to the point where Bookman is being chanted, and there's now a scholarly Goliath Gregor who stands outside his door of like this religious fervor of knowing he is like this king. And he's like, I can't let him sleep, so he's like standing at the door,
Aww.
doing his homework.
Bless
There is like a
Gregor,
favorite
best boy.
teacher, like I would die for this man.
Aw.
But as you sit there, kind of the warm oranges of the sun peering through the small little window in your chambers, you feel a small bit of pressure on the bed. Zamani, first, you wake up. Let me just change that. Let's make this a little bit more tense music. Not too tense, but a little bit tense. That's far too tense.
Turn it down, turn it down.
Let's go
Who tents? We're not camping.
Funky
We're on
town
a
just
boat.
starts
It's not on a
playing.
tent. God.
I know, right? It's a
Real
sailing.
funky music
Wild.
just starts playing. Slap.
There we go. There's like a hand on your leg, just on your ankles and money. There's a dearie, it's time to wake up. As Cassandra, you open your eyes and you see Celalio is not in her form with the obsidian skin. This is like an wood elven form. You see the hair like fire is like down in a beautiful braid at her side. It's a much more calm appearing to someone rather than the strong celestial form. She's very clearly put herself in like this like beautiful like almost emerald green silk gown. And she's just sitting at the end of the bed, like just this warm smile. You see the eyes are still like a little golden and not quite full burning. Well, sleeping well.
The half asleep grogginess that is Amani. She's just like, what a lovely surprise.
That's all right.
Good morning to you.
You see she kind of reaches a finger out and like blows a kiss towards a small little tea kettle that's set up, and it ignites and the water starts heating.
Oh, you are a goddess.
I do my best. It is done.
Right.
Oh, your secrets.
Good.
Zamani,
Good.
I never thought you'd probably never thought you'd say this, and you can thank your friends, my Castiel and Calatindia. And she reaches into a small little side pouch. She takes out a tightly wound, human-bound skin contract.
What is that?
This is your contract with the Lord of Decay.
And she looks over at Cal.
Surprise.
Now, you see, there's an awkward part here. Not awkward bad. But Calacindia didn't want me to burn this. I don't know if he still feels that way. I can end this for you right now, or you can reach out to Xerxes or whoever you so wish if you don't trust me. But there's no one whose flame burns brighter than mine when I can end this for you right now.
What's the catch?
I get my memoirs back.
And that's all.
Well,
Well, I mean, not to belittle the fact that you getting your memoirs back is quite the big thing. It's just any time that anybody incredibly powerful has done anything for me, there's always been something attached. Most of the time.
Do I have your permission, Calacindia? Does this break our agreement if I end this?
That is up to Samani what she wants to do with it.
Feel free.
Be free. As you see her eyes glow and intense, like burning as it burns, and it just goes up in this sickening flame as the souls that bind this very contract. You hear it screams. And then it's nothing but ash.
I didn't know that was possible.
Well, there's maybe a couple creatures in existence that can burn contracts when they get their whole hands on them. It has to be hotter than anything in Mix Magar.
You went there.
I didn't go myself. I sent in my most trusted Celestials. I couldn't risk that going into the palace of... So you see what your betrothed asked of me with Macastiel was to, in exchange for my father's memoirs, break into the palace of the Lord of the Thicket, where they keep all the contracts of every warlock in existence, anyone who's made a deal with the devil. Basically the vault.
Did you get your own?
Don't need my own.
But you said that you had signed a contract.
I had. And I fulfilled my part of it. And now I've gone to war to get it back. I don't need my contract. some other... It affects mortals a lot different than it does ascended gods. For you, it is a spiritually binding thing. For me, it is more of a strong promise, but I hold too much power for him to exact any will over it. It was too risky. My contract will be kept much deeper in the vaults. It is a large chamber. But I didn't go there for me. I went there for you. Well, I sent my force. I can't take full credit. I empowered them, but they were the ones who did it.
Thank you.
You're thanking the wrong person. All I did was burn it. I'm sure Xerxes could have figured out a way. Maybe. He may have actually come to me to ask to burn it anyway. I don't know many other beings that can create such a flame.
I understand now why it was a secret.
I do apologize, Steele, for completely lying to you as I did, but
You are forgiven. Oh, he's going
I
to
don't
be
know.
so pissed.
oh, absolutely. But
I mean, you say that like it's a good thing.
Do you want something for that?
For a what? I'm sorry. I'm a little overwhelmed.
He's going to be very angry at you. Me as well, but he's already mad at me. I don't really mind that. He'll probably call you. I'll call upon you to summon to him. To open a pathway to you. He's very comfortable doing that. He's also very comfortable asking things of you. You also... She very gently kind of... May I? And she puts a hand out towards you. And she grabs you and she gently puts her hand over your eyes. And you see her eyes close and they burn. And you feel like there's a very deep burning sensation in your own eyes. She goes, let's just root out all this corruption. I always did have a thing for green eyes, just like mine when they were original. As you see Zamani's original. What did your original eyes look like again, Zamani?
So Zamani has heterochromia, and she has one golden eye and one purple eye. I'm sorry, it's been so long.
Like, it's been
in
so
the
long.
emote. It's in the bonk.
Yeah.
If anybody
Let's
wants to
fucking
see a
go.
little version of it.
Let's
Yeah.
just get some bonks.
Yeah,
in
she's
chat.
got one purple
Yeah,
eye
golden
and one
purple.
golden eye.
Just
I
cute.
forgot for a second. I was like, wait, it's been
I
so
don't
long.
like the green.
Is
I
it-
like my own, but the gold is also nice. I do sport them myself.
You do. They look quite good on you.
She also
like
reaches down
these.
to her dress and she pulls out your journal. Unbound.
I hope it was an interesting read.
It's one of the few things that Ascension does to you is you don't need sleep any longer. I've never sat awake reading a book quite as long.
I will take that compliment of my writing skills. Thank you.
Compliment for your
Had-
writing skills, and she turns to Cassander. And for other things.
um,
I mean to offer you a help. Purely from a point of an apology for not answering you the first time. I was too busy then, but I'm not too busy now. As she reaches around to grab a necklace of her own, and she takes it off. And you see she kind of holds this ruby in the center of it. She puts it on you. He's going to open a portal to try and bring you to him again. And you're going to want to go in to answer. Just throw the necklace through.
yes, ma'am.
The swamp will
Question,
be quite
does-
warm when that happens. There are a few of my personal favorite zealot souls bound in that wish to prove themselves in the war to come. Show him that you
It's a
are
Pokeball.
not... You're no one's to be claimed like that again. We girls have to look out for each other.
I would wish nobody else at my back.
If anything else, you'll also know you have a very if not tiny bit unhinged but powerful friend who's not afraid to wage war on him.
Just a smidgen. Does this mean I'm not a warlock anymore? I assume that he's going to be taking that back too.
I mean, he does not have to.
Fair. No offense, but men like to throw temper tantrums. So do women, but you know.
Well, if he takes it back, he probably will. You've got options. You can ask Xerxes. I'm sure he could give you similar powers. You probably should make a contract or something again. But if you don't want that, I don't expect you to want to be accepting my offer. But if you want the help, in exchange for my father's memoirs, I'm more than willing to offer you these powers.
Let's have another conversation once you get those memoirs back.
Well, that's partially why I'm here. She turns to Calisander.
It is time we out our power end of the bargain. So Calisander will get out his book, turn it across to Samael's page. Samael, it is done. Zamani still has been retrieved. Celelio more than held up her end of the bargain. It is now on us to deliver our side of the promise.
So be it. And you feel like there's just like
What's his
this.
hand again?
Don't hold your hand over the bed. Wait.
Like leaning over the side of the bed.
As you do that,
Yeah.
you just see Celeste just goes like, makes a small little U with her finger, and like there's this bowl of fire underneath your hands.
Oh, thank God.
As it, and this book, the book itself is warm, bound in this like deep red leather and gold accent. Believe that's for me.
I believe it is. The cow just holds in his hand. Just looking at it for a second and
I hope this gives you everything you seek and more.
Kind of hesitates for a bit, then reaches out and takes it. Huh. You see tears start to form, but the second they kind of roll off her eye, they just off her skin. I don't feel any different.
Did you want to?
Maybe it will make me feel different. I don't know. I've still done bad things. Maybe I'll still do bad things. But
We've all done bad things for the sake of whatever to be better. And we all end up forgetting them at some point along the way.
you're not the first person to have crossed our paths saying that.
It's about what we do after we've done the bad things.
I expect the more I read it, I remember the words. But I put so much weight on this. Maybe it will change me. Maybe it will. I don't know. I did a lot for you.
You did.
Calisander, you're a scholar. Would you write something for me?
Of course.
Mark down that this was a final act that Celelio did as a major god. I feel my power slipped enough. I no longer hold the same as the other three.
Understood.
It took a lot.
While you do not...
It was worth it.
While you may not hold the same power as the other three, I do hope that you can be whole again.
Was I ever anything but? Or did I just feel that way? It's just a book. Who knows?
Maybe.
It is just a book. and it's just a city, and it's just a day. But it's what we do with them. It's who we decide we want to be every day and moving forward.
Could you do me a favor?
How? Of course.
Just make sure that my first act as a minor god gets remembered well. I'm sure someone will try and sour it.
Everything I can.
We'll do our best. But regardless, Stelio, it is a pleasure
Why
to
is
have
there 4
formally
cats in
met
this
you.
room?
Right, that
Oh,
is.
you see, I don't know why, but they've taken a liking to me. I've named that one Soot because he didn't have a name, and he looks like a little soot ball, and he's quite adorable. And then that one is, and then she just kind of goes through them.
Maybe I'll be better. Maybe I'm less angry. Maybe this will tell me how to be less angry.
Well, if you ever need someone to bitch with so that you don't burn up a motherfucker in the moment, I'm always happy. We can have the girls' night and have some nice wine.
As I said, if you lose your powers, I'm sure you have many better options. But mine won't have any strings attached. We'll write the contract. We'll make it in binding, signed in fire, and it will be yours to keep. I won't take it.
I don't know how to verbalize how much that means to me.
Would you like a hug instead?
I would love one.
She kind of reaches. Oh, it's kind of like this awkward because you two are in bed and it's like she kind of.
Ugh.
Well, a swamp's too
Regard.
too ugly a place for such a pretty girl anyway. If
I
ever
can
you
agree
want
with
to
you
see
there.
trees that leaves are fire, or
Are you okay?
yes, just had the oddest thought come into my head. I will make Cassiel an apology.
Perhaps. But Stelio, it is good to have you. At least on terms like this. Regardless if that book did change anything at all, it is good to have you. And I do think that the world will need the hope of humanity once again.
Certainly hope so. I feel like I'm looking at the new hope of humanity. And it's not me any longer, let's be honest. I haven't been that for humanity in quite some time. The Church of the Morning Sun is pretty much gone. Maybe Kiana will bring it back. That was my intention.
I hope she can. As Zamani put it, I think quite perfectly the other day, you are more level-headed than some of the other Ascended
I am
that
far more
we've
hot-headed.
met. You can be. But as
But
you
at
have
least
proven
you
just now,
speak of things outside your domain like they matter.
and at least you show interest in the well-being outside of yourself. Of the world, of others.
I'm not good at apologies. Would you pass on a message to Cassiel that I don't think I can do?
We can, although don't be surprised if you receive a message from her.
She doesn't need to message me. She takes, you see, she kind of concentrates on her hand and this scroll just kind of manifests. And then she closes her eyes. From ashes, come back to us. She clicks her fingers. If I keep acting like this, I'll be a saint. Which isn't a good thing. You know, that's less power than the minor god. But get her to send this message. As she hands you a scroll of sending. She doesn't need
Right.
to know who it's sent to. But it'll help. Anyway, I'm sure I'll be hearing from you soon, Zamani. I will need to read the next chapter in that journal when you... What's the mirror on the roof for? Don't
Do you really
don't
want me to
spoil
spoil it?
I'll get to it next time. Ta-ta.
Have a lovely day.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
You know, I'm going to make this really awkward. She gets up, she can pass down dress. I'm going to leave through the door to make that... Goodbye. Goodbye.
Bye.
And you see as she gets to the door, she just fucking evaporates.
Guys, we're on a boat. That mirror is not safe.
Dude,
They just
the
take that
guy
mirror
who
with them wherever
sees,
they go.
like Call's like favorite teacher must protect is just very confused.
But the day comes too. Zamani, you feel weird just... And about 20 minutes
Hard to have
after
your
you
burden.
wake up, you see a portal appears in your room.
So she's gonna take her journal, scroll down a piece of paper, goes, "Not today," and she's just gonna wrap it around the thing, knowing full well it's going to just burn up into ash and bits, and she's just going to chuck it in.
You hear a... And suddenly screams and the portal closes.
Yeah, yeet.
That feels soothing.
That was very nice.
And
that was
with that,
Mhm.
nice, yeah.
about 20 minutes after that, you feel all of your magic subside. Consider yourself, you have 6 levels in Rogue, is it?
Yeah.
You are a level 6 Rogue.
Now I'm a detriment to the party.
Now you're a liability, Zamani.
Fucking liabilities.
Mm.
Yeah.
I know who I'll be healing.
But as you get up for the day, Casimir, you do have something to pass on.
I do. I imagine Cal's money will spend it won't be like a straight get up and go. They will spend a bit of time together, but eventually
The mirror
Cal
falls
will
on them
go
in
to
the middle.
find-
It's fucking awkward.
Man.
I almost like the idea that the mirror is transported everywhere they go. They just take it.
They bring a mirror and 4
It's a
rolls
wedding.
of duct tape.
It's
Yep.
a wedding present from Xerxes.
Yeah.
Any room they're sleeping in, there's a mirror on the ceiling.
But eventually, Cal will go find Micastio.
I go too.
Micastio? Yeah.
I'm coming too. I have the thing.
Yeah.
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 What's up?
I think it helped.
What helped?
I think her having the courtesies in one way or another, maybe how she wanted, maybe how she didn't, how we all expected it or not. But I think it helps. She said that she believes that she owes you an apology, but she doesn't know if she's able to give it properly right now. So for now, she has this. And I hand you, I just like hold out like the scroll. She says
Merc
it's a
takes it
sending.
with a trembling hand.
It's a scroll of sending. Very special scroll of sending, apparently, and it will get it to who it needs to, apparently. I assume it's Kiana, but you know.
Okay. Merc will unravel the scroll.
Yeah.
And cast sending
So, what do
with
you
the
say?
scroll.
New scroll, who dis?
End message.
Yo!
No, so Merc just knows this was a scroll given to her by Celelio. That's all she knows.
It's a scroll to get a message to someone who needs to be spoken to.
Mm-hmm. And 25-word limit.
25-word limit.
Fuck. Oh god, I've got to think at 2 a.m. Ah.
Would you like a minute?
I mean, you don't know who it's going to. There's very little what you can say to actually. There's no real way to
That's not how
game
this
this
works.
out. There's no wrong way to do this.
Fuck it, we ball is my thinking. Whoever this is going to, hope you're well. She'll look over to the others. What do I say?
Oh my god.
This is such an 8 charisma way to send a scroll.
I was told we should speak.
I was told we should speak.
How many words are left total?
8.
Eight.
Yeah.
Maybe something along the lines of like, if this is Kiana.
This is
Could we-
Mercestial.
Yeah, this is Mercestial.
They know who sent
Sending will
it
let someone know
because
who's
that's
sending.
sending lets you know.
Maybe something like, if this is Kiana, could we speak more? Maybe that if you miss her, maybe, I don't know. That's all on you. I assume it's Kiana, but that's
Presumptuous.
just an assumption. You're not there.
Please,
I'm counting.
please
Just Donnie in the corner.
count the word please. Reply so we can talk more. Thanks.
For a couple seconds, kind of very sleepy a voice that brings heartache for but a second, and then tears straight after. You hear? My knees are still bad. The church is in fucking shambles.
Pardon, my boy.
Doing all right. You've got a lot of work to do. I'm back.
Merc just goes like ghost white or like very, very pale blue. Holy fuck, that's an apology and a half. Holy shit. Literally, that's holy shit.
You good? What? Who was
She
that
brought
to?
back Harden. Harden is back in Burton in the church.
That's such a
Which, you know, is
good-
mid being demolished to put
Oh
a new
yeah, no,
house
it's
in.
literally getting
Yeah.
raised. Oh. Cal, can you please message
Oh, comments,
Everett and
That's hilarious.
Tell-
Regenerate about your minor gods extended warranty.
Jesus.
beautiful.
All right.
Can you please contact Everett and tell him that Harden is back? Harden has been resurrected at the church. He
This
might
is going
need
to be a
help of
weird
some form.
conversation.
Yes,
Give me a moment.
but I thank you.
Calcender opens his book to Everett. Everett, I don't know quite how to put this without going into a long description of the full context, but Harden has returned. Priest Harden, that is, the one who died. He's back.
Tell
And
about Lelio.
we would
See
very much
somebody like
request
under
it.
corner, like pestering you.
if the church and the plans to demolish it would be paused, we have reason, very strong reason, to believe that Lelio is no longer mad. Less.
Well, seconds later. That tracks. Do you know? Doesn't matter. It's not just Harden.
It's all of them.
There's an influx of a couple of hundred people at the gates coming back through looking very lost, whose homes are currently occupied.
It's all of them.
Can
I
We don't know this
apologize.
yet. We don't know this yet.
Hey, shut up. I'm having a moment.
Alright.
Oh no, I'm having a moment too. It's great.
So this is Cow just like stops writing for a second. So she didn't just resurrect Harden. There's
What?
at least 100 or so people who have also been returned.
That's why
Oh.
she
Similar
said it
form.
took so much power.
She no longer has,
What took
I'm
so
guessing,
much power?
she probably sent all of the souls that were burnt and sent to her, restored them.
She brought
No
them
longer
back.
giving her the power of those souls, but
Which was the
Giving
only
them
thing
life
keeping
back.
her as a major god since she lost so much worship.
it makes sense.
So she's. Oh my goodness. Okay. That's a lot of lives back.
That is.
Oh, that's a lot of lives.
It's also a new leaf for the world, I think. And for you, McCastiel.
Yeah, I can't top that apology. I really can't top that apology. Right. Shit.
Is there anything you wish for me to say to Everett about all of this? Any messages you want me to pass on? If Harden is back, he can get messages through.
You can. I don't know what to think right now. That's
It's
a
okay.
lot, but
Just say
Take your
thank
time.
you and enjoy it.
yeah,
Hmm.
basically.
Say thank you for
that,
now.
But yeah,
And when you do know what you want to say, then let me know. I'll send it through.
Alison,
yeah.
you get a message back a couple of minutes later. Just sent from Everett from his own means. Yeah, no. I assume this is your fuckery. I'm sending these all to fucking area I'll keep. I don't have the room. I don't have...
Well, so long as you send them along with the resources we need to construct probably all of the houses for them, then by all means.
There's no message
Ariel
back.
fucking doubles.
But this is our doing. Celelio has restored those that were sacrificed in her name.
So Merc's mum wouldn't be back though, because Merc's mum died.
She died of natural causes.
And yeah, natural causes. Cool. Because that's my first, like, when you said, Ashes reborn and stuff like that, I was just like, oh. And then I was
Your
like,
mum
no,
wasn't burned.
hang on. Yep. Fuck.
Somebody's gonna like put an arm, like put a hand on Kel's arm for a second. And go, I need to talk to Xerxes.
Oh
Because
yeah,
I think I've made my choice.
Right?
your whole thing happened.
Let's-
What happened
Let's
to
go
your
find
eyes?
Donovan.
This is
Pink eye.
my eye color.
Oh wow, they are beautiful.
For reference,
Holy shit.
when was the last
Thank you.
time Zamani had her own eye color?
Like for an extended period of time.
Yeah.
Since she was like 22.
It's happened
Yeah.
before with Xerxes.
How
is
old
put
is
in
she?
a place where the Lord Decay couldn't see.
But it's like
It's
small
like
periods
flashed
of
a few
time.
times. Like they've
Yeah.
seen it every now and then, but they haven't like
Mm.
Yeah.
Seen it.
Yeah.
And how old is Zamani now, just for
I think she's like
context.
27.
Cool. Fuck, that's a long time to not have proper eyes. Wow.
Oh, they're beautiful.
They are. They really are.
I'm going to let you two talk with Everett and figure out what's going on
course.
with that. I'm gonna go find Donnie. He has a
Yeah,
key. I
sorry
need.
for lying as well, Zamani.
That's okay. I understand now.
give her a hug.
And she's gonna big hugs back. And she's gonna like ta-da, as she like goes out the door.
You go to
And,
the
like-
we have so
kitchens.
much work to do.
Like a light like skipping running thing over to where the kitchen is where she assumes Donnie is.
Oh, Zamani, perfect. Come here, try this.
And she's
Put some little piece of soup on a spoon.
I need
What do you
salt.
think? You're right, Kaylin. It's
Can I borrow your key?
that doesn't work for anyone else.
Can you use your key then?
Yeah. I'm coming. I'll be right back. And we'll find the nearest door.
Yeah, then she's the door out of the kitchen.
Yep.
Yeah. I will take Zamani in.
Yeah,
Um,
you go through the warm interior of the tower.
I'm familiar with the level of access I have to the God of Secrets.
Is
Knock,
there like a
knock.
protocol? Do we just call? Do we sit
don't-
and wait in the living room? Or?
There have been
we take off our
several
shoes?
opportunities where I have walked in a very uncomfortable circumstance.
Oh.
Don't sit at that spot on the table. It's knock knock. Hello.
You hear kind of from upstairs. We're getting too comfortable. As you see, comes down the stairs, Circe's wife. This kind of like
Darling,
porcelain skin, silver long hair. Darling,
I
what?
am so sorry.
Oh, hello.
It's lovely to meet you.
I've heard a lot about
Uh,
you. For
this
reference,
is
this is
Samani.
a elven woman, Lizmala. She's very, very pretty.
You are gorgeous.
She is.
Star Elven or
Moon elven,
just Elven?
technically.
Ooh, fancy.
Lismela, I'm so sorry to barge in, and it's Xerxes' fault. He gave me a key.
It's also my fault. I did ask. I apologize.
It's all right.
I only joke. You're not
She's-
getting too comfortable.
she-
and you're
she-
always welcome.
she- I know. Where are the children? I'm.
They're out with
think I might be.
Xerxes.
What?
Oh, he's out.
Well,
Oh,
no, like
outside
out.
or?
You've never actually gone out the door without going out of this realm. But if you go out the tower, there is a beautiful garden.
Oh, it's lovely.
I'm
Would
going.
we be intruding?
I mean, Barris may be a little bit embarrassed seeing playing with his dad, but he's a boy of 15. He'll get over it.
That's fair. Oh, that'll be me eventually. Okay.
We're terribly sorry to interrupt again. But we need to go talk to the boss.
Sure. She kind of just. See, she goes to one of the windows. She just opens it up. Honey, your friends are here. As she kind of opens the door, which you normally use that key to get back into your own realm of existence. And it goes, you see, there's this beautiful like garden. Everything's like trimmed perfectly. There's, you doubt it's Xerxes who spends this much time in the garden getting the flowers right. But you see, there's this very nice swing set kind of set up, and there's maybe I think a young girl, maybe 5, 6, 7, little kind of nubbin horns coming in, and then there's like a younger tiefling who. Donnie, you've seen Barris a few times. He kind of is a little bit more bold. Yulfien's shy, but he's maybe like close to 14, 15.
Yeah.
And Xerxes
I
is pushing
assume-
Yulfien on the swing.
I assume as soon as Yofine sees me, she's gonna.
She jumps
run
off the
to
swing
me.
at top peak, and she's
Yeah.
and she runs.
I will. I think somebody needs you. I'm going to play with the kids.
I'm sorry to intrude.
Well, it is not a bother. Tell me, Zamani, what do you wish for? Why? Welcome to my home. Hello, welcome to my home.
So a lot's happened in the last few hours.
My brother is throwing a hissy fit.
Oh, he absolutely is.
He told me you threw a bunch of zealots into his house.
Just a little bit. There was a note.
He killed them, but it's fine.
That's fair.
I like
so...
your eyes.
Thank you. So I have my soul back.
I figured as much. I don't know exactly how you did it, but congratulations.
So apparently that key that I found a while back that Donnie took from me was a key to all of the contracts.
Took it on my instruction, yes. I was only
Oh,
talking.
so that was your doing. Got it. That makes sense.
Also
Secret
said you
Santa.
could not
Got it.
know.
Yes. Unfortunately, I now know.
Well, that's
Secret
fine now,
spoiled.
if your contract is gone.
So apparently there was a plan to exchange the Codex Solaris with Celelio for her sending in a group of people to go get my contract. And they did that.
If there's one god stupid enough to do it, it was definitely Celel.
Well, apparently it worked. And
I'm not surprised. Stupid generally works. I mean, look at you all.
I think that's fair. At this point especially, that's fair. And she offered to help me with the whole losing my powers thing. Said that there were definitely better options, and you've done so much for me.
Mm.
It didn't seem right to not come and talk to you.
Do you want me to be your patron, Zamani?
I think that's what I've wanted for an insanely long time. But after talking to her and seeing her, I think I can help her. As presumptuous and bold of me as that is.
Are you breaking up?
Shut up, Raph. You shut the fuck up, Raph. Okay, sorry. I didn't hear what you said because I was
Are you
yelling at
breaking
Raph.
up with me, Zamani?
No, I'm not at all. I'd still love to continue our relationship that we've had and continue to talk, and I just want to know if it's okay to do that and to be somebody else's warlock, I guess. That's
You were never
if that's
mine
what
to
I'll
begin
be.
with.
No. But I don't know. I've been sending you letters since I was like, what, 7?
Is that going to stop?
No.
Have I ever? I gave you a bow. I was going to say, have I ever given you anything, but no.
And a spindle.
Oh, yeah, I suppose I did do that.
I just don't. Everyone's people. And I just didn't want you to feel like I didn't appreciate or care for what you did by potentially going to another.
I suppose in the nicest way, Zamani. I wouldn't have done it, to be honest. It's... If your soul was free, it would have made so much more sense for me to bargain with another Celestial, to involve them in our plan, rather than just take you for myself. Like a political marriage. If you really couldn't find anyone, I suppose I would have. But I already do so much for Donovan. And he's
It's
not
true.
exactly good, you know?
I can't give him any competition, that's true.
No, but look at it this way. I fucked him up a lot. Can't do that to you too. I can't have 2 people barging into my house whenever they want. That would be
That's
awkward.
true.
I mean, if you caught me on the table, man. No, you probably wouldn't mind, but...
Oh, it would have been fine. Be like, oops, my bad.
if you want. And I suppose this is an important thing, Zaman. I've only ever wanted you to have what you want. I've never tried to impose my own will on you. I've just fucked with my brother a little bit by using you as a catalyst.
Which is fair. And I'm kind of glad you did because he does deserve a bit of it. He was the only one who helped me. But I think at this point there's been enough tit for tat back. I think this is fair.
It's probably safer for you not to do it with me anyway. Because if I did that, it would also be directly... That's a bit too much fucking with me.
Yeah.
And he would take that personally. And we have a delicate relationship of messing with each other. And I assume he would just try and steal you back. And he knows me. He knows my ways, and perhaps there's a way he could do it. With Celelio, well... Honestly, the woman is batshit. Who knows how she's going to do it?
I kind of like that about her though.
I mean, you are also batshit, so that is fine.
It's true. We're the same flavor of crazy. She's She's done a lot more with hers.
Sure, Donovan also told me recently that she is open to communication, and to her credit, she is open to communication.
She is. She gave up her status as a major god to bring everybody back.
Oh, well, congratulations to Manoa, I suppose. She'll naturally fill that void as the strongest minor god. Probably.
Makes sense. I don't know. I'm still getting used to having people in my life who don't want me in their life so they can have something from me. And the fact that an opportunity came by to give you something big and meaningful and then to potentially want to give it to somebody else, I didn't know if that would hurt
I mean, you wanted to give me a job.
To be fair, most of the other people don't seem to think of it that way.
No, warlocks are messy. They're always coming going, oh, can I have powers? What do you want me to do next? What is my next achievement? I don't want anything.
Oh, is Donnie really that needy?
Have you seen how many times he comes to my house?
It's true.
Also, he is an excellent babysitter.
That is also very true.
No. It wouldn't... I wouldn't want to change our dynamic.
I like
how
our
we are.
dynamic as well. I just wanted to make sure you did.
Also, then you'd feel like you owe me something. It would be awkward. I'd have to get you a present. On your birthday, it would be amazing.
I mean, fair.
Go with
Not
Celelio if you feel
birthdays.
right.
I think I do. Thank you.
Just don't burn any people alive. Don't make me regret.
No, that is not the goal. Only like enemies that are really bad people doing things, maybe. But I kind of already done that. It's just by shooting them.
Well, whatever you wish. I'll be here regardless.
I will as well.
Maybe you'll
See
be
you in
a
the next
babysitter.
message. I mean, if you think that your kids and my kids would get along, I'm perfectly fine with that.
No, my kids could beat up your kids.
Yeah. Don't tell that.
Anyway, I have Barris. He's almost a man grown. He can take care when Donovan gets too decrepit.
I mean, at least now we've got a lot longer of a timeline for that.
Yeah, that's fine. I figured something would happen like that. I never
Apparently, you just reached in and just took it.
thought- Oh, yeah, no, that makes sense.
Kind of sad I didn't get to see it, but apparently I then got wrapped up in this in a very similar way.
The old gods
Old
are
gods
powerful.
are weird like that, huh?
Very powerful.
I feel like I should have learned more about the gods at some point along the way. I'm just kind of doing the
Well,
best I
maybe when
can.
this is all done, you can go back to school.
Back to go to school.
Well, I have excellent tutors for Yelfin and Barris if you do want someone.
Oh, send me their information once this is all over.
We'll see what comes of it. But for now, enjoy your freedom.
Thank you. Send you the next message.
I look forward to it.
Donnie, use the key for me.
What? Oh, I'm sorry, darling. I have to go. I will see you soon.
Okay.
I mean, you can keep hanging out.
Give her a
I
little,
just need you to open the door.
Scrunchies on the head. All right, let's go. I'll catch you later, Varys.
Little waves.
He's too cool to want to play with his Uncle Donovan anymore.
Damn.
That's fine.
He would if Zamani wasn't
I
there.
was-
He's got a reputation.
That's fair. It's fair.
For sure, yeah. All good?
All is good. All is well.
Thank you. Your
All right.
wife's beautiful, by the way. We
Oh,
walk
yeah.
through the door.
She is. She is.
All right, we're going. I'll talk to you later.
And you're back on the ship?
All right.
Today has been quite the day, Donnie. So I think this is Donnie's first time seeing her not with not green eyes.
Oh yeah, he doesn't notice. He's got to go back to cooking.
That's fair.
Perception of a
It's a bit
spoon.
busy.
Perceptions.
Yeah, I'm
Only
not
has
proficient,
eyes
it's
for
fine.
soup.
Yeah, I will make a small little tray of sweets. This will probably make you feel better.
Oh, thank you. So she's just gonna go off.
Yeah.
Very day.
Salt, right? And
Imagine it got salted while he was away, and then you just salted it anyways.
No.
You double salted the
Rookie.
soup. Now you've got to add a bunch more stock to water it down.
It's formed a skin because he's left it too long.
Now there's another
you're a
cook in the
sous
kitchen.
chef, it's fine.
A sous chef.
How do you plan on trying to get in contact with Solelia?
Oh, is that now as well?
I mean, is there a better time for you?
No, she said to contact you later, and I didn't want to. Okay, my bad. Sorry.
I mean,
Please.
it's like if you don't want Warlock powers back, I fully understand.
No, I absolutely want Warlock powers.
Hey guys,
back,
we're going
please.
into combat before Zamani does this.
Oh my God.
No, God, please.
I just put Sanctuary on Zamani and shove her in the corner, just like stay there.
Polymorph her into a T-Rex.
Yeah, true.
So, it is similar, but quite a different way from how she sends letters to Cersei. She's like, "You're fire. This should work as well." Like channeling very different energy. There's a little note that says, "Could we talk?" And like a cliff notes on the bottom. Man, I hope this works.
You get another little piece of paper kind of burns into existence, and it very recognizable Cersei's handwriting. It just says, "Do it in sunlight. Do it."
Another note. Thank you.
Then you go up to the top deck.
Yeah, forgot to do it. There you go. And do it again.
As you kind of sit there, waiting, you kind of look over as, like, you almost see the sun itself kind of with a bit of energy, and just sitting with literally legs hanging over the edge of the ship, sitting kind of looking out to the water. You just see the back, very beautiful. The dress is fully open back.
Mm-hmm. That offer is still there. I'd like to take you up on it.
She just pats the decking beside her.
Anyways, I move up and I sit with her.
No one better.
There were other options.
Well.
I wanted you.
Well, here I am. Some people would say you're a crazy woman for siding and asking for my help.
I was already a crazy woman before I did.
I've read the journal. I knew that to be true.
Maybe we could be crazy together. Maybe help temper each other's crazy a little bit when shit gets wrong.
You have a lot of work cut out for you then.
So do
According to
you.
a lot of people, you can't be that bad. You haven't
Would you like
burnt
to
over
read? Did you read the origin part?
I've read. I started at the start.
Oh, now you haven't gotten there yet.
I mean,
The deep
Do you-
Ciroc fuckery.
do you want to do good together? Do you maybe want to do a bit of good together?
Oh my god. Maybe we could
'Cause-
make up for some of the bad we've done?
I already have an idea.
What's your idea?
You said a lot of souls to the Lord of Disintegration.
Unfortunately,
I'm at war with the devils already.
Oh, I would love to help with that.
Maybe when you've killed Lizapkin, we go pay the Lord of Disintegration a visit. Yes. Well, I honestly think I disintegrate people a little bit better than he does.
I mean, if you burn them till nothing's left, what's the difference?
Yeah, as she kind of just rubs her hand along her thigh, like the dress pulls up a little bit, and she pulls this like small little contract where you see it's like almost the page is like burnt in parts of it. Simple contract. Let's keep it vague and easy. Small lines. I, the goddess Solelia, vow to give you powers as long as you do good in my name. Keep it simple.
do my very best.
Okay. And you see she adds in, as long as you do your very best. And then she just hands it to you and she clicks her fingers. The quill appears in your hand.
Sign it with a gold star.
Nope. And she signs it. Money mirror.
Patient trophy.
Yeah. You can keep it if you
Achievement
want. You can throw it in the sea if you want. No one will find it. Whatever you want to do.
No.
Or you keep it.
New
frame it.
beginnings. And to like tuck it in like a pocket somewhere in like a coat or something.
Well,
Thank you.
most certainly welcome.
How's your reading going?
My father was an excellent scholar. Powers over the sun. Strong work. I could see the pain in Calacinder's eyes when I took the book off of him. I might let him read it sometime.
He is a nosy bastard when it comes to anything scholarly.
I suppose it's in my best interest to keep him as happy as well now because he makes you happy. So I should really be looking out for all of you. Even Micastiel.
That would be nice. She very much appreciates what he did.
It's quite draining.
I can tell. Apparently, Ariel also has quite a few new people to be looking after.
Yeah, I can't make buildings to put them in. I just put them back where
No,
they were.
you're fine. Hopefully that's on Burton. Does this mean I'm like a saint of you or something now? Does that work that way? Like, am I supposed to like preach things? Because I don't think I know enough about gods to do that well yet. But I can try.
I mean, I suppose technically I should be sainting Calacinder for getting me in my memoirs. Or my
That's fair.
Castile. If I really wanted
That's
to. It would be the right thing to do, but it'd be so much funnier if I sainted you.
I was gonna say, I thought I read that in the World Anvil somewhere.
I would only hold it over her a little bit to be fun.
Just imagine that. Saint Zamani, saint of bad bitches.
Now that's a title.
I don't think it's not really a domain to give. You know.
Saint of second chances.
Do you want to be a saint?
Would that help? Would it help me help you better?
Normally
That's
you
what I'm
saint
supposed
people
to do.
after they die, but she'll fuck it. She stands up and pushes herself down. Puts her hand on your shoulder. In my name and my power. With wildfire in my veins and the sun at my side. For not only my own, but yours. I name you Saint of Second Chance, Zamani.
Sometimes running my mouth does have benefits, huh?
I've read it, it does.
Good shout, good shout.
Thank you.
So mechanically now, you get more powers when you pass on, but you can, for the interim, any damage you do, you can now do as one of Celelio's damages types instead, which is radiant or fire.
Oh.
So any damage you choose can be choose to do that instead.
Fuck piercing damage, guys.
Plus, you're now even more of a badass bitch.
All my homies do radiant damage.
Exactly. Exactly.
I wasn't expecting that to actually be a yes.
Neither.
Holy shit. Okay.
You'll have to build a church for yourself. I won't fund it.
I mean, fair. I mean, I've got to come from a school. It's not fucked up. I mean, it'll be fine.
Tell you what,
We'll figure it out.
manifesting on this realm of existence is difficult for me. It takes a bit of power, so I'm going to leave.
That's fair.
What?
Is me sending you little notes like that okay? Or would you prefer something else?
Yeah. Sure, I'll send some back. It's more of a sexy thing, but I can do it.
It's whatever you
Just
prefer.
make sure you do it in the sunlight. You know,
Yeah, I learned that the hard way.
did you send it out to the sexies?
I did. It's okay. There was a cliff note at the bottom that says, "Well, I really hope this works." And he was like, "It didn't. This is how you do it." I was like, "Thanks."
I mean, if you really struggle, ask. I guess she does know the rituals.
We'll have to work on mending that bridge a little bit.
Look, I don't think we'll ever be what we were, but
No. Maybe on like neutral terms. It's a goal.
she did abandon me. I was a bit, you know.
There's still hurt there, and that's valid. And that's understandable.
Well, look. I'm just passing on the hope of humanity to someone else. Now go on, go brag to your betrothed and your friends that you're a saint. And she
Oh, don't worry,
disappears.
I will. And she like skips away.
I feel like Merc was like the opposite end of the ship, just watching from a distance at the very end of it. Oh no, just at the very end, just sort of like walked out onto deck, saw Silaleo, and just like sigh, move on with her day.
Zamani absolutely has like a little fangirl moment with Cal.
Do
And
it.
she's like, okay. I assume like he's like teaching and she's like, class dismissed. And she's gonna grab him by the arm and like haul him away.
I'll see you tomorrow. Good work as usual, Greco.
You're not supposed to play favorites. She's like, running away. She's like, I have news.
Yes.
No,
How
she's
did it
like
go?
she's like grab you by the arm and she's like walking, like she's pulling you along while she goes to like gather people.
Yeah.
I like
What
to
is it? What
think that
happened?
like her body temperature is a little bit too
Yeah,
hot.
Zamani
like,
is a
and-
lot warmer now.
You feel different.
Also, I will say, the
Good.
one golden eye, as she speaks sometimes, will just flare with sunlight a bit.
Let's go.
Is this
She's
what I
not,
think it is?
literally.
Is this?
It's something, and she's gonna keep looking, and then she's gonna like poke into the kitchen, and like as he's like I don't know, like stirring soup or something, gonna grab like you remember that you're coming too, and she's
You're
finding
with me now,
everybody.
Donnie. Yeah. Donnie
Don't
and
trip.
Cal just like drag
If you
side
trip,
by
we're all
side.
The way
going down.
Zamani assembles her orgies is quite aggressive.
She has needs,
Caveman
okay?
She
Yeah.
has needs and she needs hands and body parts.
She's basically just going shopping for the members of the Kingfishers at the moment.
Yeah, basically.
Just like, and you'll do, and you'll do.
She pulls everyone together like that. She's like, so
Yes.
I've officially went up to Calicendir.
Oh, you didn't, did you?
Tell me everything.
You are looking at Zamani Marrow, the Saint of Second Chances.
Oh, I thought you were saying you fucked her. Oh, that's awesome.
That's not a real title.
Are you?
No, it is.
She made you a
Wait.
saint. Zamani, that's
Really?
amazing.
Divine sense.
Yeah, she being celestial now.
That's amazing,
Oh,
Zamani.
shit. Holy fuck. Literally holy
She
fuck.
is considered
I
for
mean,
her
She's
spells
holy.
it
both
was a
humanoid
joke.
and celestial.
How do you feel? How is it? How is?
I mean, it was kind of mentioned as a joke because apparently that was a thing for like the things coming back. But
Well, you look
I guess I said it
positively
a bit
radiant.
earnestly.
That is
I'm very excited
incredible.
and very happy. But she's gonna like
Wow.
suddenly look a bit like uncertain. I'm sorry,
Hmm.
Castile.
Why?
Because for so long this was your whole thing, and then you decided that it wasn't, and then for it to kind of reemerge, and then for it to be somebody else, especially somebody so close to you, I don't want it to hurt you.
Zamani, I am nothing if not proud of this. This is incredible. This is amazing. I made my peace with not completing that quest a while ago.
Are you sure?
And to see one of my friends, someone I care deeply about, complete it
I mean,
brings me
to be
nothing
fair,
but joy.
I didn't really do a lot.
No, but you claim the glory, and that's half the battle.
Zamani, because of your choices. Oh wait, does Donnie even know that people have been brought back to life?
Nope.
I
Not
cast
yet.
exposition.
Zamani explains everything and everything brought back to life.
That's not on the warlock spell list.
It is now.
It is
It's
on
on
the
the
saint
saint spell list. Okay. Hey.
Yeah, get fucked, Donnie.
Zamani, because of the choices you've made and the life you've lived, hundreds of people now get to go and live their lives. Another
That was
second
on you.
chance.
Also, apparently, I have to make a church.
Oh,
That
I can
comes
help
the
with that.
territory.
I would really appreciate some guidance on that front because I have I don't really know a lot about the gods in general.
Well,
Meanwhile,
I
we
can't
pan
cast
away
guidance
and we see
anymore,
everyone
but
in Burton flocking to RIL to be where the Saint of Second Chances resides.
This makes things very awkward for me.
Hey,
So I hope you were
One-
looking to expand.
one interesting thing. How do the other celestials and gods know that you just became a saint? Is there like a little, is there a circular that gets passed
There's a
around? or
chalkboard
is it
into
like
House Tavern.
Yeah.
It's just fucking like...
Yeah.
Wait, does this mean
It's-
that I
no,
can
there's
go
like a
to
little-
Host Tavern? Do I have a door now?
Technically, the saints don't
maybe?
have doors. It's the gods that have doors. You would be able to enter through Solelio's door because it's where the gods' meeting place is. Technically, you'd be able to go there.
That's very cool.
Someone on Host Tavern just
That's
flips a little thing down that says day 1000 since the last time someone was made a saint. Just reverts it back.
You're like, God damn it.
Is this the first time that anyone in a campaign that we've played in has become saint level?
Yeah.
That's fucking sick. Well done, Jen.
I
Gold
feel
star.
cool. I feel like a cool kid.
You are
Anyway,
a cool kid.
Zamani, it's better than being a hitman for fucking Sylvathrin for the rest of your life.
It is.
Very true.
Oh, he's pissed.
Also a way to make sure that he can never claim
Oh,
it
yeah.
again.
True.
Also
I
makes
like this bitch.
Zamani kind of live forever as well,
In the
which is
Celestial
kind of
one,
nice. Yeah,
so
which
that
is kind of
solves
nice.
that solves the other issue.
I love how pissed off Sylvathrin is going to be of this.
Oh, that's
yeah.
amazing.
Apparently
such
you're
a
right.
prick.
So Soleil also gave me this really pretty necklace because he opened up a portal because he wanted to talk to me after I got my soul back. She told me just toss it in. It
Oh, was
exploded
a
into
fireball?
a bunch of my brain wants to say heretics, that is not the word.
Zealots.
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 It exploded into a lot of zealots.
Zamani, I'm
Thing-
so happy for you. I am only disappointed
that's
that you
beautiful.
didn't come and get me to watch.
To be fair,
is
the
beautiful.
portal
I was going to
immediately
say.
closed after that, so I just got the
To be a
satisfaction.
fly on the wall.
The things I would give to watch that.
Oh,
My God.
several things.
I know that you all hold a lot more against him than I do, and even after everything.
Oh no, I've always hated him as a prick.
I don't disagree with you. He was the only person that was there for me in one time when I needed it. But I feel like at this point, enough has happened that I've done enough to repay that.
Yeah.
So I think tit for tat, regardless of what happened. I think if he wanted any more from me, that was just being a little greedy.
After everything
Well-
you've given,
We did break
I'm so
into
proud
his
of you,
house and
Zamani.
steal his stuff, though.
I didn't
Hmm.
break into anybody's house and steal anybody's things.
We didn't really break in. We had a key.
Technically, it's
True.
not in his
Yeah,
house
true.
either. It's at the bank.
Oh, great.
There was a
But
big
we had a
robbery
key,
that happened.
so it was legal. Well, Zamani, if you ever, once this is all settled, like as in once the excitement and stuff has settled down a bit, feel free to swing by my room and I'll teach you what I know of Solelio. The history as I know it.
That would help a lot. Thank you.
It's all right.
Because apparently I need to be teaching people that, which is surprising. But,
Yeah, I mean, that's something that I always struggled with as well, but
I I mean, I
Practice makes
struggle on
perfect.
the other end. Like, I think I've got enough of the charisma to kind of like get people to on board. But like, do I know what I'm talking about? Not right now.
Well, how about this? You teach me to be better at talking, and I'll teach you about Celelio.
You can't give me an impossible task like that. Come on.
Wow.
Oh,
Fucking rude.
shit.
I love you, and I will
rude.
try. Make no promises.
It's okay. You will have quite the
It's all
supporting
right.
team as we look to Burton again, and a cart is being loaded up by Harden with bags and stuff and gold and
My
wood
boy.
and supplies to be sent with enough materials really to actually build a church in Keep.
It's Grandpa. Let's go.
Dude, the Starless are gonna be so pissed.
For the viewers, Harden was an NPC from Burton who died in session 20. He is also the first Fire Genasi that we have met. Well, the only Fire Genasi that we have met. Yeah.
What a good day.
What a good day. What a surprising day.
What a wild day.
I think it's almost
Get
time
it?
to get a new journal.
Get it? Wildfire? Huh?
What's he
Sort
talking
of
about?
just gazes off.
Zamani, you need to get your journal published. It is the first testament of the Saint of Second
No,
Chances.
no, 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 no. She will literally go over and she will like
Wait,
It is holy
Look,
scripture.
we've got
Zamani.
Zamani, the Saint of Second Chances, and Calisandria, the Saint of 7 Inches.
fuck.
gold star, gold star.
Oh
my life.
God. Okay.
Oh
well.
no.
Well.
What a way to end it. What a way to end it.
Come on, that was
We can't beat that.
golden. That was
really
golden.
We can't
good.
beat that.
That was good.
Fucking call it. We can't beat that shit.
Fuck your guiding light and anything that has to do with that 7 inches.
Imagine the irony where Zamani's the Saint of Second Chances, and Calisandria becomes the Saint of Hose.
Rude.
No,
The
the saint
like,
of bookmen.
I am okay. Well, actually, let me do this in character. Cal,
Yes?
I think I just made life a lot more complicated for you. Or your mother, whoever is in charge of PR.
Oh,
In some aspects, yes.
Mm.
But I was always going to rock the boat down there anyway soon, so.
True. I mean, I am now part of the pantheon that your entire people are like, "Pah!" So,
Like I said, the boat is going to be very much rocked down there soon, so.
Not this boat though. Please God.
No, we're
this
not
boat.
down there,
we're going
so.
into the elemental
know.
plane of water. Of course it will be.
Look, if everything goes as well as I hope it does, then it won't be a problem at all. And if it is a problem, well, they can do without me for a bit.
I mean, nothing like shaking the boat too much to really put a big divide between your people, right?
We'll see how that goes, but for now, I'm proud of you, Zamani.
I'm proud of all of you. This has been in the works for months.
Ever since that key came across our path.
Alessandra and I were going to break it ourselves.
Yeah, I know, we had this whole
Well, that
heist
would've
planned
been
out between the two of
horrible.
us.
You would have
Oh, yeah.
died.
We would have done it,
Yeah,
yeah.
that would have been stupid. as
Terrible
hell.
idea.
Horrible.
But we would have done it. And I think between the two of us, we would have succeeded.
I would have been
No.
fine.
I think we would have been fine.
Can you
Donnie,
send a
maybe.
note for me? I
course.
can't use your book.
Who would you like it sent to?
Yes.
Somehow.
Sammy.
We're
Can
the
you
same
tell
now,
him
bitch.
thank
Get
you?
fucked.
Harden.
We're the same now.
Can you tell him thank you from me?
Of course.
Also,
Opens it across.
underneath that, in some, she takes the pen from you and goes, "Hee hee, Saint buddies," and then hands you the pen back.
That feels weird. Someone else. It's okay. You know, it's a big
Snaps at the
day. I'll
Calisthenics
excuse.
handwriting.
It's
It feels
fine.
different in someone
fine.
else's hand, does it?
No,
I like
someone
the
else
idea that
writing
it
in
comes
the book.
across in her
but-
voice for some reason.
Yeah. And no, it comes across
Same
in.
powers.
It's just Zamani's handwriting. It's just Zamani's handwriting there, just forever, just etched in.
So-
Like motherfucker.
As you send a message to Samuel, message comes back to. He's just going to choose to probe into Calisthenia and Zamani's mind at the same time. Best off remove that sleeping bloodline out of you, I suppose.
I thought you already did that.
Remember, we kind of used the same memory suppression thing to.
Oh yeah, true. Yes,
Mhm.
please. Wait, and I'm gonna look down for a small snake around my fingers.
Gone.
Rest in peace. But you gain cats.
I did. I gained 4 cats.
But Zamani, as you say that,
soot.
you feel there's a small little you feel like there's maybe something like the size of a fist that enters into your pocket.
Fuck.
It's a egg. It's red and gold speckled. It's
Cute.
very warm.
Oh,
That's not how
damn, hang on.
tieflings reproduce.
No.
it's
Does
a
with
crack.
any of would I
And you
recognize
see-
this egg from my
You recognize this as a phoenix
Books?
egg.
yeah?
Just gonna like.
Oh
And you
shit.
see a little bird just kind of pecks out of the egg, and you just see like all like in the ick, just like freshborn first generation phoenix.
Oh, you're adorably horrible. Oh, you're horrible.
It looks
Oh,
like
it's
a
so
patchy
cute.
little chicken.
Yeah, she's 1,000%. Like, you know, this it's so ugly, it's cute thing.
Yeah.
10,000%. She's like, oh, I
Mhm.
love you.
Wow.
I'm gonna scooch over to Zeph. What do baby phoenixes eat?
I do not know.
Charcoal.
Fire?
Oh my
It
god,
looks as
charcoal
Zeph and
helps
immediately
us.
bonds with it as his mother. Just-
No! Don't you even.
Oh, no.
And then just-
I don't want this either. Don't look at me.
But
How dare you?
it's with that we're going to end today's session. And we're going to go on a big break because we won't have Kingslayers for 2 weeks now. Our next Kingslayers will be on
Oh.
the 25th of March.
Hold
But we will
on.
be live with other content next week, and we'll be live again this week. Check out our schedule if you haven't already. Thank you so much for the raids today.
Yeah.
Thank you everyone for hanging out and chatting and having a good time. I had some bomb ass jokes today. Nothing better. But
Yeah.
it's been a pleasure. We will see you tomorrow, where we were going to have quite the world building roundtable of Raph, Nate, Viddy, and me. And we will see you tomorrow for that. We'll be continuing Erdenvast, but the insects that rule that. Come to Erdenvast. Discover yourself in Erdenvast. Nothing is wrong
hate it.
in Erdenvast.
I
Have
hate
your
that.
mind
Fine.
renewed.
Terrifying.
I know.